something about it. Sans a Peter Obi, then you are not ready.
But you don't be angry since 2023. Waiting your anger, don't do.
My point is, leave Peter Obi out of your anger and do what you need to do.
Okay, we should go to Lagos and go and stand in his brother's property.
Go to Lagos.
See, let me tell you. I don't support blind. Wait, let me tell you. You are not more than Peter Obi than me.
If you are very angry about the things happening in Nigeria, with those who have lost,
Madam,
with those of Boko Haram, you should go and do something.
I don't support people blind. Wait, let me make person talk.
Demands of Peter Obi that you cannot make demands of your own self. You are making demands of a man that you cannot make of your own self or of your own family members. Leave Peter Obi out of it. Peter Obi is not our problem. The problem is the lunatics that we have in power. What are you doing?
So what have you done about the lunatics?
I'm asking you now because you said Peter Obi.
No, Peter Obi is the one contesting now. Let me tell you. No,
Emeka,
you don't talk about people now. If you talk, you listen to people also.
No. You cannot.
You don't do that. You don't talk about people. You listen also.
I have heard you.
You listen also. You don't talk about people. You listen also.
You have absolutely.
Madam, you listen too. You listen to people. You don't talk about people because you just want to talk or make a point.
Peter Obi should roll in the mud. Tell us how Peter Obi should roll in the mud. You cannot tell us. Tell us what you want him to do now. He should roll in the mud. How do you want him to roll in the mud? Propose a solution. Don't come here and be calling out a man that is going through so much. He is going to, because he wants to run for Nigeria, he's not carrying the cross. He's not Jesus Christ. If Peter Obi wakes up tomorrow and tells us he's not even running for that election, what are you going to do?
Fine. That is even what I want. If the room is so hot for you, then you bow out. If the room is so hot for you, you step out. All these gentleman politics, I think it's high time we stop it. See, madam, let me tell you something. I don't support blindly. If you support blindly, I don't.
Do not like his personality, then let the man be.
It's not about me.
It's not
about me.
Do not like his personality.
It's not, let me tell you, it's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about me. It's not about me. You listen to people also, so you can learn. Don't talk about people, madam.
Okay, sir. Tell us how you want him to roll in the mud. We are here.
Okay, guys, calm down.
Solutions that you cannot do.
Calm down.
Roll in the mud.
Calm down.
You go to Aso Rock now, or go to Bodilon to go and meet Sanwo-Olu and go and fight. Roll in the mud as how? Tell us now.
Okay, calm down.
Please.
Calm down.
You should stop all these things. Because the man says he wants to run for election. Oh, he should give his life now. Because of Jesus Christ.
This
Nigeria.
I don't
You're
get
very
this
angry.
Nigeria.
Enter the street.
I don't get it for this Nigeria.
You're very angry. Lift it up. Enter the street. They're killing each and every one of us like chickens in that country. People are dead. People are hungry. Leave it up, be alone. Do what you need to do as an active citizen.
Please calm down, guys. Calm down. I'm just speechless. I don't just know what to say.
The person that is telling us to leave Peter Obi alone, if you've done half of what people like us have done, I don't think you'll be on this Twitter space and be talking all these things that you are talking. If you've done half, just half. If you've done half of what people like us have done, if you've done half, if you know that the room is too hot for you, you bow out. It's as simple as possible. What I'm trying to tell you that 2027 election is going to be blood for blood. And if it is not ready, if Obi is not ready for that, he should step aside. It's as simple as possible. You went to Lagos. Wait, now let me talk. You've been talking
You think I have not done anything? No problem.
Can I talk?
Emeka, that house
you have been talking.
Hold on.
You should rest, I beg. You want to hold one man accountable because he claims he wants to run. Well, you want to hold him accountable for your own life because you want for an election.
Hold on, please. If I hold on. Emeka, now, at this juncture, what do you want Obi to do right now? Because he needs to go through the rule of law and everything. Now he's gotten all the information he wanted. So then I think he's now left for him also to now do the needful by getting a lawyer, and the brother also get a lawyer. And then
no, they said he should roll in the mud. He should tell us Obi needs to roll in this mud.
Imperfect. I started with PR.
Yeah.
I said first, he needs to fire everybody around him, all his media team. I don't think they are doing enough. In Nigerian politics, PR is everything. Right? They should have, you went to Lagos around 12 or around 11? You stayed there for like 4 hours. He just made this tweet, I think, an hour ago. Right? And you are just hosting space now because it was like just an hour ago. So from that morning to like around 6, what has been happening? Nobody said anything about it. Tanko is there, Sarah is there, people that are following him up and down. Like, his PR has been so poor.
Oh, no, okay.
If you agree with me.
No, I won't. Now, this is a very important case. You do not want to just come on and talk recklessly, just give your PR order. No. He is not giving everybody now so the comprehensive and the full detail of what actually transpired. Because if you agree now so to say, person will add Maggie, add salt, remove this one, do this one, decorate and the way it will take, get attraction or whatever. It is not done. This also to be those political whatever. This is now something very meaningful. Now it's now time for other people now so around him to amplify it, and that's what also we are doing. In fact, you should also go and get interviews on television tomorrow and next tomorrow, if possible. Because if seen a person now, okay, now are you aware now that some people already assume or know that some people following this movement, they are doing it because of clout or to get followership? Are you aware? So they won't take them seriously. But now, people don't see what happen. I will listen to him. I don't know.
I don't understand. Ask Emeka, if you heard this information at 10 a.m., what should you have done differently? Whether you heard it at 10 a.m. or heard it at 10 a.m., what would you have done differently?
Or 12 or 1. It is never late. But now you are getting all the information. So when we say tomorrow now, so person go tweet half news or half truth or something.
Even this information he shared, go on his timeline and read what APC News are writing there. Even at 10 p.m. that he shared it. So imagine if he was
I just asked you a question, madam.
What would you have done differently?
You asked me a question, what have I done?
10 a.m.
Have you ever participated in any protest in Nigeria? Have you ever?
Ask me, I will tell you. How would you know?
Have not?
I'm asking you here.
Have you ever participated in any protest in Nigeria?
I'm not interested in this question. He should roll in this.
So you should stop saying, people that win.
Don't be angry. You participated in all the protests.
You've not done anything. So when people are talking, you should just keep quiet and listen because you've not done anything.
I have not. During the court process. How do you want
people were in the court? Were you there?
Emeka, you that you were there.
We've had NSAS protests in this country. Did you participate? What have you ever participated in?
Collect certificate.
Is it to stay in Twitter and rant?
Emeka, I'm not going to come here and notify you with an answer. Tell us what you want Peter Obi to roll in the mud. That's what I'm interested in. Tell us.
Okay, good. Emeka, have you been those who made that tweet in the morning or in the afternoon or this evening before now? What do you think will happen then that can't happen now? Now, my other question now, if you were to repeat up, what would you have done differently, please? Was that house marked? I mean, where CBO and OG, no, not CBO, because then they know where airports pass for Lagos and where Swamp Day. That house has been there now for like over 15 years, and according to, I don't know if I read it correctly. The brother has been occupying that place for the past 10 years. I beg, that place through the lagoon, Abna Swamp. Should be that place was somewhere in Ikeja. Is that place also a lagoon? Abi swamp, Abi water pass there. Because that has always been the excuse. So they couldn't find anything on this man. They have to go after his family members. What not a lawless country.
A lot of you just lack emotional intelligence and maturity, and that's why I don't engage. Come here and tell us you should go and roll in the mud. Tell us how now. You can't tell us. Tell us so that we can pass on the information to Peter Obi. Go and roll in the mud. Some of you will attribute him to different things just because you want to, because the man said he wants to run for presidency. I pray Peter Obi just wakes up tomorrow and says he's not doing it again. All of us will rest. And then we'll continue with Tinubu.
Good morning, guys. I know emotion is high now. I get the point where Emeka is coming from, and I also get where Ifa is coming from. The problem now is that what Emeka is trying to say, the way we did 2023, we can't continue like that in 2027. It will not give us any results. Peter Obi gentility will not give us the desirable result. All these APC Ronu bigots, they are not ready for all these, let's follow due process, most especially Tinubu. So, what Emeka is trying to say is that this information, when Peter Obi when he was there, immediately he was, even we that are obedient, that are in Lagos, assuming we get the information earlier, we might have been able to, we might go there to Ikeja. At least that solidarity march, that people coming out, we send the signal to the government that, this thing you guys are trying, because this one is like testing the water. They've already succeeded in doing this one now to Peter Obi brother. They are coming out with another bigger plan. This one is just like, let's test the water. Let's see how the reaction of the people. So, action should have been taken before now. Peter Obi was there in the morning. Obedient that are in Lagos will have mobilized and be there to stand with him in solidarity. And then we chant and cry out, and we post on social media, we cry, everyone we know what is going on immediately there. As he is doing his due diligence in finding the necessary report and getting to know the excavators and the bulldozer and whoever that have come there. We, the obedient, will have been there because this can never be Sowore. Sowore will have, all his supporters will have surrounded him immediately. You can see when Sowore was coming from UK, or is it UK or US, and all his supporters, the DSS wanted to boggle him away. His supporters said no. So this is the right time Obedient will have shown their support for Peter Obi immediately there. Fine, the demolition will have taken place, but we will have also making our own, we will have stamped our ground there. Not all this posting around the 12 or 10 o'clock that nobody can do anything. All we just do is just rant and then talk and then shout and do. Just the same pattern we did in 2023. Most obedient, always on social media, all on Twitter, we just talk and talk and talk and talk, no action. So this, what Emeka is trying to say is not that Peter Obi should go to the mud and go with them, but he has supporters. He has people that can stand for him, that can defend him, that can stand for him, and that is what counts. That is what matters. It is not when you have challenges where we just come on social media and they rant, and at the end of the day, all of us will go back to our shell. No.
JJ, can I ask you a question? Sorry, sir.
The process is okay.
JJ, can you hear me?
Let me land.
Okay.
Following due process is good, but the government, the people you are working with, the people you are matching against, they are not ready for due process. So if they say the gentlemanity, for this thing, we gentlemanity no pay. No, put English, pidgin join. They've already done this one now. They are coming for bigger one. This is in preparation for 2027. They know that Peter Obi is the only one that can stand against them. Because now, Tinubu has lost the north. So he's only interested in the south and the southeast and south-south. So if we cannot see beyond just that demolition, we are just here ranting and just they demolish Peter Obi house, and because they find they check around, they could not see Peter Obi to hold, then they go for his junior brother or his senior brother, and then they demolish the house that he has been living in more than 10 years now, and then they just pull it down without no due process, nothing, no court case, no court injunction, nothing, just because of pure politics and hatred. No, this one is beyond lawlessness. It's beyond pathetic. It's beyond pathetic. And we obedient, we can't just keep ranting and we need to show working. We need to put our foot on the ground. Just like Emeka said, this, I believe, probably is Mr. Peter will have told Sarah and Dr. Tanko and every person not to tweet since morning. I'm sure they will have.
Just imagine somebody like Rotimi.
They would have make it public, but I believe Mr. Peter that told them to hold on. Yeah, I'm hearing you, I'm hearing.
Just imagine somebody like Rotimi Amechi in this situation. Don't you know that all the both Arise, both channels, everybody will be there with him that morning?
Yes, you have called the attention of everybody.
I wanted to say something. You said, hold on. Now you're giving time to Emeka. I want to say something to you. You guys are always we're always quick to dump on Peter Obi. You just answered your own question in your own delivery right now. What is stopping you, now that you know, what is stopping you and the group of obedience that are there to show up in the same Ikeja? What is stopping you from doing that? You guys, you keep, every time you keep holding Peter Obi, putting him on that pedestal. I am not finished though. When Emeka was talking, you did not let me say my own too, because you people
Do I look like a fanatic?
If you are not you just talk like a fanatic.
I'm not a fanatic.
You say you don't look like, but you spoke like one. You are saying that, you should have everybody had known, people would have come. What is that? That's fanatism. That is getting your people to show up anytime. And Peter Obi has decided to play the way he does. If something happens to you that is shocking, you that I'm talking to right now, will you have the sanity of mind, the presence of mind to decide instantly what you need to do? You won't. You people are talking as though this man does not have his not blood that's flowing in his veins.
Now, we are not going there to fight now. We are not going there to face anybody. We are only going to show our presence there.
Hey, but it's not too late now. It is not too late to show your anger now that you know.
Did DSS arrest anybody?
Hey, so it is now for you to go and show your support now. There's nothing holding you. Now carry your support and go and show it. Are you not aware now?
That is what she wants you to do.
Are you not aware now? You people keep saying, if it is Sowore, go and support Sowore now. Is it by force? Is Amechi? Go and support Amechi. It's not by force. Since you people feel like, he's too slow for you, he does not act immediately, go and support those that are acting immediately. It's very simple. And again, if you know that, okay, now that you found out the information, why not show up there in Ikeja and go and rally support? It's simple.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Let's go one at a time. Another place of it. Okay, now we're going to go to I think Chuka came. Is it this lady? Is it Marius Gold? I don't know. I think let us hear from you. They'll come to Chuka. They'll come to Prince. They'll come to Envy No One. Please, anybody that wants to speak, please indicate, please. Emeka, I was not what you tried to. At least as they demolish that house, then suppose, I'll ask people maybe they'll come around or something, but we all know who Obi is, all this. You see, they are looking for ways now to see Obi go mobilize people, come begin the abandos where they demolish house, or where they do their work or whatever. They will twist the narratives and twist everything. But like I said, I don't know from the picture, maybe they are not done with demolition. So most likely tomorrow, so people just pass by there tomorrow. And again, I'm sure that some of these media outlets will talk about it tomorrow for sure. Even for anything, at least Arise TV, I'll be there tomorrow just to observe if they will talk about it. But make everybody just calm down first. I beg, make everybody calm down. People you are dealing with, believe me, they are already prepared for reaction. all these things are trap when the one is against Obi. All these things, so now they're waiting for the actions. So if you play to their tone, you go for their trap. Where, in fact, those ways they will put, imagine doing entrance. So people go carry one ballet staff. They just my hippos carry them. Meanwhile, don't be hippos carry that thing. So all these are method. You need to be, these guys, they are deadly. So you need to be smart. You need to be proactive. Once they put leg like this, set leg for you, don't fall. Just allow them do their thing. Obi was smart, they're not like allowing them so to post anything. You get the point. So I beg, make everybody so just calm down, please. I beg. Okay, let us hear from this lady. What's her name? Marius good, are you there? Is it Marius or Marius? Madam Good, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Good morning.
Good morning.
I just want to add my little cent to everything that is happening. I want all of us to look at the life of Peter Obi. Peter Obi is a total different person. His lifestyle is different from all these people you see. They are trying to see how they will bring him down, just like what you said. They really want to hold him and bring him down. Because if he had tweeted this thing in the morning and he gathered crowd, what do you think will have happened? That the man is wise. And this guy, Emeka, that is saying that he's a public relation, his team, that he should just remove all of them, he should just dismiss all of them. It's not possible because he has worked with them for years and he knows, and they are giving him what he wants. You cannot just sit down there and say, okay, you should just remove all of them like that. It's not possible. It's not possible. You are not in him. You are not him. So you don't really know how he's handling his things. I know if somebody like you that this Reign or Mokri is condemning, I know you will pull your trouser and your shirt and you begin to fight him. There are situations where you just keep silent. Silence answers a lot of things. I'm telling you, if you just keep silent to some situations, you will see you will excel. And some other things, issues will come up. You will say, this person is my brother. Peter Obi will say, this is my brother, is my brother, is my brother. He knows how he's using them because the enemy he has today will have multiplied. I'm telling you, if it's not the wisdom he's following, people don't want this nation to progress. A lot of us, even the poor people among us, we are the cause of our problem. Let us leave Peter Obi alone. We are the cause of our problem. We are suffering and we are still supporting this evil government. A lot of us are suffering. To eat 3 square meals now is difficult. Very, very difficult. But you will see some people dying and supporting these people just because of the little they gain from them. Some of them are not even getting anything just because it's my brother. We are the same church. We are in the same vicinity. We are in the same religion. We are the same ethnic. Imagine, you just support people blindly. And let me just say this. You see this race that Peter Obi is doing, he's not doing it for himself. He's not doing it for himself. He's doing it for the truth people, the truthful people in this country. People who are really want this nation to change. That is why he's doing it. We have a lot of people that don't want him to do it. People, in fact, it's going to be difficult for him to even win this 2027 election because the bad people are already everywhere. People don't want him. They don't even want the change in this country. People don't want it. Then how will it work? 99% of people don't want it, even among the poor people. They don't want it. So what do you want? What do you expect? People will be saying the truth like they cannot say. How can you demolish a home, a building of 15 years that have been there for 15 years just because you want to trigger? He is wise enough to know that they just want to trigger him. I'm telling you, he's so wise. He doesn't want anything that will stain his ambition. That's why he's even already tired. If we don't know that Peter Obi is tired, we should just begin to know now. From the time he made one statement that said when he's a certain age, he said when he clock a certain age, he's already getting tired. After this 2027, if he doesn't make it, he will not bother himself again because he has lost so many things because he wants this country to be better. We want this country to to better. The corruption in this country is just too much. It's on a high level, and it only takes the grace of God. It will only take the grace of God to see that the corruption of this country reduces. People want him to shout. People want him to fight. People want him to rub in the mud. Like who is not rubbing in the mud? Who is not shouting? Look at what they have done to Natasha. Natasha is not speaking out. Even at that, they still. You see, let us just cool down and go and be praying to God and know the next thing. It cannot be rubbing in the mud because of these people. Is there anything that Natasha did not do? She tried. At the end of the day, they still look for means to hold her. Somebody that is holding gun and somebody that is not holding anything. They are all holding guns. People in this country, the people in the government, they are the ones that they are holding the guns and the knife. What is Peter Obi holding? They own the judiciary. In fact, they own everything, and you expect him to begin to fight. He can't fight. He can't rub himself in the mud. What will happen? At the end of the day, they'll say he gathered people. Even what he has not done, they always say it every day. He has done this, he has done that, he has done it. He never, so many things he didn't do. But each time I see this mockery tweet or look at the way he is so bitter about this Peter Obi. If anybody like Emeka is Peter Obi in this situation, what will you do? Will you go and fight him? You can't fight him. So please, he has his own principle. He has his own way of doing things. And I believe he's directed by God. He's not just doing things. They can even hurt him and can kill him. He has his own way of doing things. And I don't think he has done anything wrong. He has not done anything wrong. He's coming out with facts, and whatever he says is truth. They cannot probe him. They cannot say this is where he is nailed. They caught him. He stole money. He embezzled money. No, they couldn't get him. The man is just being straightforward. Please, let's just allow him to do what he's doing. He's facing all this thing because of us. Everything he's facing, everything they are doing to him is because of us. Tinubu will not be there forever. He can never be there. The same way the poor people, if we come together, I keep saying it, if we come together in agreement, I'm telling you, we are the only one that will bring down these people. If we come together. But how will we come together? We even among the family, there's crisis among your family. This one for this one is saying this one is saying different. Among your immediate family, talk more of the nation. We cannot. So why are we now putting the blame on him? That is his own way of life. He's a calm person. That is the way of life. Everybody cannot be a nuisance. Everybody can never be. The way he is, the way he's trying to do it, that is how God wants him. Leave him, allow him. Please, thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. And please, those who question the mic, please just hold on to get your turn. Okay, Truka should be next. After you come to Friends, you come to NV one, please. And come to Only Daily. Thank you.
Yes, hi, thank you for allowing me to come to this space. Yeah, I'm sorry, maybe people will not like what I'm going to say. I'm going to say the truth, how I see it. If Peter Obi is not willing to risk his life, then why should I risk mine? If we're going out into fighting these princes and principalities and drug lords and murderers and all these killers, I should go out, but I should also understand why Peter wouldn't. Maybe he's better as a VP instead of a president, because I want a leader that's willing to risk their life. Because that's what it's going to take these people out. I don't want to hear that he's a billionaire. That's not his personality. I don't want to hear any excuse, because I think that we're turning into psychopaths, where we kind of excuse everything instead of holding them accountable like we started off doing. Excuse me. I think Obi is a great administrator. I don't know if he's a great leader of Nigeria or if he'll be a great president. Because being a president, it requires you to do things that you're uncomfortable with. It requires you to go outside. It kind of requires you to go outside of your comfort zone. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, thank you. It requires you to go outside of your comfort zone. It requires you to play in the mud. It requires you to do what you think is necessary to become president. 2023 really scarred me because you got the most votes. The votes were clearly rigged. And instead of you to go out and protest, you didn't. But you say your followers should. So what's the difference between what he did and what Atiku does when Atiku runs for president and after he loses, he goes to Dubai? While many of us are still in Nigeria suffering, he's not doing anything about it. I think that's the thing that Peter is missing, that toughness that is required to lead the country, because we can't wait anymore. I don't know how I can go if I'm a soldier and my lieutenant is inside while there's a battle going on and he's telling me that, oh, because he's a higher rank, that he has so much to lose, that he shouldn't go out, but you should go out. It's you that's fighting it, right? It's for you. It just sounds very gaslighting. It sounds very dismissive. It kind of sounds rude, and it sounds like weird for us to kind of say things like that. It just sounds weird for us to say things like that. And I just don't think he's the president that we need right now. It doesn't mean that I think Tinubu is. God forbid. I would never support any drug animal like him. But I just think that we need someone that has Peter Obi's administrative skills, but he's willing to go into that mud. He's willing to be dirty a little bit. If his morals or his personal financial situation or his businesses or if all of these personal things that he has going on with his life is a lot more important than like freeing us from this hell that we're in and being a true leader, then maybe he should focus on that. I hear some people saying they wish that Peter Obi didn't run. Maybe he shouldn't. He has a lot to lose, right? He has a lot to risk. I mean, how can we ask a billionaire to go out there and risk their life? Isn't it foolishness, right? So if we are foolish for expecting a billionaire to go out and risk his life and his businesses and his everything to become president, to turn us, to turn things around, are we foolish to support a man like that? I saw Donald Trump. He got shot 2 times. He still goes out and does speeches. He understands what's at stake. He's not afraid. He's not going to cower. He's not going to tell us to not protest when we actually need to go out there and protest. We need someone that's going to go into the front lines in front and protest with us and galvanize his supporters to say, actually, I won the election. I got the most votes. This is wrong. Cool, you want to go through the court process that's already rigged against you. You lost. After losing, you should go out and say, actually, that's wrong. We have the results. I need to go out and be in front because I'm a leader. That's what leaders do around the world. We can make excuses for him. We can get angry. We can do whatever we want to do, but that's what leaders do. Lee Kuan Yew is a leader. Nelson Mandela is a leader. These are leaders. They lead. They don't tell their followers to go out and risk their life while they go in comfort and hide.
Okay.
Because they are afraid.
30 more seconds, please. 30 more seconds, please.
Especially now, thank you. Especially now that APC is destroying us and decimating Nigeria, impoverishing us. 200 people died in Benue. So many things are happening. Our GDP has plummeted to near Somalia levels. I want a leader. I want someone who's going to go out there, risk their life, and lead, and not be a bitch out there, excuse my language, and cower and try to gaslight their followers and say, you go and risk your life. Me, I'll go hide here to fear. We need someone bold.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can I ask you a question? You love Nigeria so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you die now would make Nigeria better, would you be willing to sacrifice your life for us?
100%.
Okay, good. Obi coming out to contest alone, it is more than enough sacrifice. Do you know how much
I disagree.
Okay, hold on. Okay, good. That's my own opinion too. Yours is also valid, you know. Last time we checked, we know how much he spent during the last election, right? Even though other people contributed, but he spent his own money for the election. Are we aware?
I'm aware.
Good. Now, what has Atiku been doing all this while? Are we also talking about Atiku? Because I think that Obi, they gave him the third position. Meanwhile, he is the only person now playing the main opposition party in Nigeria. Are we aware? Are you aware that if Showore, Atiku, and other protested, if they were putting like half of the effort Obi has put into this whole struggle, Nigeria would have been like, at least there would have been like, you know, some a certain amount of fear in the bodies of these APC members. But it's as if Obi is the only person doing everything on his own. Look at Obi 2 years ago and now. It's not like he is now overstretched, overworked, like he's now looking so stressed because of Nigeria. What do you guys want this man to do? To me, up until 2020, October 2020, Nigeria I was willing to die for Nigeria. But since then, after that whole Lekki massacre, I'm sorry, Nigeria is not worth dying for. And Obi shouldn't be the one that will ask people to come out and do the needful. No. Hunger will bring all of us out when the time comes. Because if anything should happen to anybody now during the whole thing you guys want Obi to lead, they will pin it on Obi that, look at, it was you that led, you know, they were like, you know, accuse him of being behind everything. So like I said, it is never too late. Tomorrow is like what, Wednesday.
That's the price a leader has to pay. That's the price a leader has to pay. It's called leadership.
Okay.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. Okay, it's okay. He's not the only one contesting. How I wish other people can also come out and put in just 10% effort would be as put in all this while since after the election.
I agree with you. They should as well
do the same thing. Yes, they should also come out and do the same thing. Anyway, thank you so much for submission. Let the mic go around. Prince, you should be next after you come to, is it MV one? Then come to Only Daily. Please start from. Thank you.
Yeah, imperfect. Good morning from.
Please, can you just give them time? Please, just give time. It's 3 minutes, please. Because people know about talk. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Okay, please go on, please. I beg you have 45 minutes, please.
Okay. I think you have, answer to your first question. And there's no need, almost everybody here know the answer to your first question. APC on the verge of discriminating Nigeria. That has already been done. Nigeria has already been decimated. It's not been this, it's already been done. And I don't know how to even put some of my words this evening so as to, but let me say that. You see, sometimes we have a way of trying to make excuses for even Peter Obi, which I do frown at sometimes also. Has spent his money and will continue to spend his money because he wants a better Nigeria. It's possible half of the people here too want a better Nigeria. But this better Nigeria will come with a price. This very better Nigeria will come with a price. And whosoever that is not willing to pay this very price, you better rest, just go home and sleep. whether you Obi or Imperfect of Prince. If you're not ready to pay this price, go home and sleep. I have a problem with people who will come here to tell us sometimes what Peter Obi have done, how much they spent. Did we write a letter for him to come out? People lost their lives during that election for him. I lost of recent one of my business places here in Abuja as a result of my involvement in this thing. I know what the government of APC have done to it. Have I come here to complain? Did I contest for election? When he was rigged out, I left where I was in Jos. Those days, I came into this city with some of these folks here. We protested for how many days? That's me doing my own little way. And I know what happened then also. To some of you that have PhD in Obi matters, people should allow people to express how they feel. Nobody should tell them what to do, I agree, but people should be able to air how they feel about some of the things. All of us must not be like him, agreed. But allow us sometimes when we feel off, nobody should tell us how to talk to him. As long as we are not insulting him. You can't be dealing with criminals like the ones in Ashrock. You're playing Mr. Nice Man. To what end? Let me tell you, Imperfect. Maybe this is my first time I'll be saying it in space. As a result of my personal involvement in what happened here a few months ago during the End Bad Governance protest, my late wife's parents were in Lagos. As I speak to you now, they are no longer in this country. Do you know what happened to them? Because they traced them, because they know the way they were living very close to where this guy had his television station in Ikosin, in Lagos. Do you know that their children have to gather money and send their parents not out of the country so they can be safe?
Your network is not bad though. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me, Imperfect?
You said what? Your little effort.
Can you hear me, Imperfect?
You guys hear him play?
Yes, Imperfect. Now your network, I beg, I hear with you, Prince.
I hear now you.
Can you guys hear me, please?
We didn't hear you, Imperfect.
We didn't hear you now.
Can you guys
You
hear
know
me?
the hear us. You know the hear me.
Imperfect, I think it's your
I
network
can't hear
anyway.
anybody again now.
Okay.
Imperfect. Maybe now your network, I beg. No empty space. So Prince, I beg. They talk with you. They talk. Imperfect. Go down and come back.
So,
How else could go down?
that's a very wonderful question. So please, this is past 12, even though that's the one here in Abuja. And one of the reasons why when I saw what would be posted, in my mind I was like, you see,
Sorry, can you guys hear me now?
Imperfect.
Yeah, now we hear you.
Okay, I couldn't hear you.
Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you guys now.
Prince, they talk now. We didn't hear Prince.
okay, let me try and round off so that maybe I didn't know what to happen.
No, take your time now. Take your time.
Please, like I said earlier, the only thing I did was I carried a flag and I protested. I didn't kill anybody. And I know what has happened since that day to date. And like I said to you now, my late wife's parent, my father-in-law is almost, it should be 80, what's it called? 79 going to 80. These demons trace them somewhere in Ikosi, in Lagos. And as a result, the other of their children that are not in the country has to move them temporarily out of the country. This is a house they've been living for more than 30 years. And all of us will just keep quiet, thinking APC will just go, and then at the end of the day, things will be normalized. If this thing continue, and Obi still want to play Mr. Nice Man, he doesn't want to hurt anybody. Like, I think, what's his name? Dr. Oyakina. There's something he said, I will never forget. I think it it was the last time Obi was on Valley Space. So he said, between now and 2027, you want all of us to go relax and prepare. The more evil and calamity will happen to this country. Some people will, decided to attack his person that day. And looking at what has happened since that day till now, more will still happen between now and 2027. We keep postponing this thing, thinking the Messiah will come from nowhere, from somewhere. We keep postponing it, and more people are dying. And when people come out to express how they feel, somebody will tell them, you don't talk to me like that. Like I said earlier, did anybody beg him to become Nigerian president? He came out, some of us believed in him. And we have spent our own time and money too, to make sure that he gets there. So nobody should tell us how we should express ourselves, because as I speak to you, my own business has been destroyed as a result of supporting him. Will he give me back the money? If he becomes president tomorrow, will I become a minister or something? So I have every right to express how I feel. If he's not ready, let him go back to Agro or go Nigerian politics and face his life and businesses. But as long as he's still in this very race, let him get ready for what will happen. And when he gets to a point, you should be able to react. Now, lastly, to him as a person, no, to those who think maybe he's weak, to the APC supporters and the demons in Asharak, a goat naturally, by making, was not designed to bite. But he gets you go push, go to reach. All of a sudden, you will see, in fact, you will see invisible teeth, and you will not like the reaction of the ghost. Some of you have pushed this guy to a level. If and when he reacts, let all of you get ready to carry what is coming. Imperfect, I hear the mic. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, I think it's easy.
Imperfect, I beg, just 2 minutes. I will not take time, beg.
I beg, listen.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah. Anyway, I love OPO and I'm opportunity to be close to him also. What we are all saying, we have our value vision, but we should know that we are all wired differently. Because different, PO will tell you the thing is facing every day. If not for his kind of character, you will not have had this kind of follower. Let us be sincere. He knows what is coming. See, Mandela, all he did for 27 years, he never instigated the people against the government. He was just speaking. And secondly, if PO would have said, oh, people should go and they are looking for, they're just trying to push him so that they can give a command and people, should just go out and start rioting, whatever. The kind of discussion that will happen, the lives that will be lost. People, his own children, and they are not here in the country. Whatever happens, it will happen to you and our children. Nothing will happen to his own children. So he knows the demon is dealing with. And he just, he has the freedom that you are giving to is to speak. The very freedom that we have is to just speak. But one thing we need to know is that, I know that we are all angry and try to say, oh, she did that. If someone comes and I think the lead, people will follow. It doesn't mean that people have to come and take it and say, they will come and stand in front of this and take bullets. That is not how I think it's supposed to be. What happened in the North African uprising 13 years ago? It was not the leader that changed it. It was someone that was tired of the system, and the person bought herself or himself. And the North Africa uprising took over Tunisia, Egypt, and every other part. So if you're with that, you will come outside and be saying he has to go to this and that. What happened to him and his brother today? He took time to analyze. He did the due process. You are saying that you want to go to the land and start gathering the people to come down. He is not that kind of person. And you are saying, so I just want to just take my time, like I promised. He knows what he's doing. I know the people he's dealing with. I am not connected to election. He has been there, he has seen it. So he might not have that kind of energy to say he will leave the people go to the street. But when he gets to power, he just have to deal with these people. So we are all different. If we say to go outside to go and protest, you have the right to do that. Thank you.
Can I quickly say something, Apostle Paul? I'll hop down now. I just want to say this is about Peter Obi's brother's property that has been destroyed. It's not about us. If we can just focus on that and keep our own emotions aside and consider a man who is suffering the loss, of properties of his brother. Can we do that for a second? And anybody that does not want, it's not by force to support Peter Obi. Go and support who you know carries fire on their head. Let's see how they do it. I beg you, na to come here they talk. Una be men. One are not there outside they protest. One are not there outside they protest. Na to open mouth they talk. They tell na wetin to do as if na baby. Na your pikin. Not be your pikin. Na be emperor. If you not like her, na you sabi. Wetin be that? Una go come here. Na the man na dey mourn. Una own problem. Una dey bring come the table for you. Not be by force to support Peter Obi. It's not by force. Go and carry placard and go and protest now. Go and protest. Oga English speaker, go and protest. It's easy to be calling somebody's name. You carry placard and go and protest. No only mouth una get, nothing else. Una mates dey Sambisa forest, they fight people. Una dey here, cho. I beg una go rest. Nonsense.
Go to the side if you're afraid.
Go and hide under your bed where you crept out from. Go under the bed and hide. Go and hide under the bed. Fear now who go die for na they find. Una no fit stand up for una selves. Bitch ass people calling other people bitch ass. You are a typical bitch ass. Typical bitch ass. Now not get power now to get mad to come they talk. They want put fire for people's head. You carry it now, go. You are hiding. I'm sure you are talking from under your bed. No more, no strength, nothing, no courage. Zero courage. Go and be a leader in your house. Leave Peter Obi out of your mouth. I beg.
It's okay. Everybody, hold on, please. Hold on, guys. Okay, it's okay.
Let him go to the side if he's scared.
You go and hide under the bed where you are.
Hold on, please, guys. Chooks, is it Chooks or Choker? You are dealing with your Nigerians. It's like, I don't know how long you lived in Nigeria or if you were born and raised in Nigeria.
I don't know why you ask me that kind of question because I expect the leader to be strong.
Okay, hold on now. Make I feel.
You gonna ask me a question where I live, where I from, where I
Hold on. Where I asked me say it's like you don't know those you are dealing with in Nigeria. You know, if you claim say you're too strong, my brother, in a sense, then they follow these people.
So our leader shouldn't be strong.
Okay, if Obi should step down now, who do you think could be your own leader? Nominate somebody for us.
If Obi is not willing to go against these demons, let him step aside.
So if Obi should step aside, who
you can make your choice as well.
Am I running for president? Is it my presidency?
Perfect. He's scared this man to control himself.
Wait, hold on, please.
Tell this woman to control herself. Let's all control ourselves.
Chuka, let's say Obi now decides Let's say Obi decides not to run again now. So you give us another option as your candidate. Who will you choose as your candidate?
If Obi is going to run, but he's not going to protest after they reach him, will he win?
Okay,
we're in an election to win.
Oga, leave Obi out of the picture. Aside from Obi, who is your next other option? As
whoever the coalition produces.
Okay, that means you don't even have any direction. So
whoever the coalition, my direction is coalition. Us coming together to take APC out. I see if I have direction.
Okay, thank you so much. Everyone over to you, I beg. I'm not happy, please. No, I'm not
Pastor, good morning from this part of the world. Good morning.
Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing our brother to speak in please. Thank you so much. Go on, please.
Okay. Anyways, this is actually not a joking matter, right? Like, it's not funny at all what has happened to Pio's younger brother, right? We are in Nigeria. We know how these guys operate. People were once in Abuja, right? In the time of certain ministers, some of them claimed their properties were demolished without due process and all of that, right? Since morning, that what's the name of this guy in Lagos State, environmental whatever, Tokumbo Wahab, he would not say he doesn't know about that issue even before the demolition happened in Ikeja yesterday, now Tuesday, right? Sanwo-Olu would not say he wasn't aware, right? People in Aso Rock are all aware of what happened, right? Peter Obi has been saying this thing constantly, even on his spaces, right, for all of us to hear, that he cannot tell us, what the challenges he faces. We probably do not have an idea. These guys, probably his files or probably the files of people related to him are opened on their decks, and they're looking out for how to target him. He wasn't the only person on the ballots. He wasn't, right? He's the person they allocated the third position to. So why is he going through this much? He goes through this thing in the hands of the oppositions, and then coming back home. I'm not saying that anybody shouldn't criticize him or something, but coming back home to his own people, to his own supporters, you can criticize this man, you can advise him, you can give him your opinions. I'm not one that okay, fine, they call us headless mobs and all of that. I do not follow him blindly. Right, but today, this night, on this space, I've just seen, right, like a different level of, lack of emotional intelligence on so many people here. You call for protest. Some of you, yes, most of us has gone for protest a couple of times. What happened in the end? Lekki, Tollgate, what happened? They opened fire, everyone ran home. The ones that fell. Their corpses were taken either whatever, thrown into the lagoon and all of that. But everybody ran home. The remaining people ran home. And afterwards, nobody ever gathered there again. Right? During the 1 million man march in Lagos, because I had to change location. Prince was talking about he lost business, he did that. All of us have lost something just by mere being obedient. I had to change location after the 2023 election. From the 1 million man march, I was, targeted down to when February 11th, when Peter Obi came to Lagos for campaign. Going back home, I know what my eyes saw. Even people that were coming, all of you can attest to that, to what obedience has been going through. Peter Obi is not exempted in all of this. He's probably getting it hotter up there. They gave him third position, and he's going through this. Now, directly to his family, his younger brother is going through this. And somebody's calling him a weak man, a coward. How far have you led your family? Come outside. You can as well join any political party and run for presidency. If you're not a coward, you can come out and run. You can, wherever you are, you can come out. Run for councillorship or anything, any other lower rank in your community or something. We see how River State is. These guys does not respect the rule of law. You all did all eyes on judiciary. If you probably open your eyes more wider and stared a little longer, they will pluck out your eyes, like your two eyeballs, and give it to you on your palms, and nothing will happen. Peter Obi himself is still going to go through so much pain. He might not open up to us about. We all just being obedient, we still go through so much. And then some people are saying, oh, I can understand if you're talking about the media team. I totally do understand that part. They are not doing enough. We are not impressed with what they, because they cannot tell me. The other day, there was a book launch and all of that. We keep seeing this girl, these guys, Maurice, Sarah, all of them, Unisa, and a whole lot of them, all around PO. It just shouldn't be, when everything is good and probably people are gathered for laughter and all of that. Are you there when he's going through his pains? If Peter Obi calls you for protest today, you will come out. But the moment Nigerian army shoots in the air, you will run, Emeka. You will run. And that's why if you feel you will not run, stand in front of the gun. You will still run and come back next time again to tell people that you've protested. How many protests have you got? We need not to be telling you all of this or to be showing you evidences of how we protested and all of that. I totally left Lagos after the presidential election. I left to fight another day. If you are for the coalition, come out clean and say it. We've been hearing all of you talk about these things, in recent times, wherever the coalition produces and all of that. Then wait for that. You're telling somebody, you don't tell people how to react, you don't tell people what to say, but you're trying to tell the man, PO, how to react and what to say and what to do. Were you there in Anambra when you go over? Did you tell him what to do? All through the times he went through everything he went through in Anambra, were you there to give this your 2 cents? Simply because he came on presidential level, candidate level, you feel like you have an opinion. You can as well leave. It's not a must. It's not a court fellowship. You can as well leave. There were other people on the ballots. You can as well leave. If you can't be with this man in times of, of his struggles and everything to possibly get a good Nigeria, you leave him alone. It's never a must to continue to follow. So many obedience has left this movement. So many people have turned their back on Obi. Simply, even, within his own cycle, people you and I least expected. So you will not be missed, my dear. You will absolutely not be missed. If your one is going to go, we will replace you with the people clocking 18 now. We will replace you. So please, are you there in Ikeja to protest? You are not there. Okay, go there now and lie down now. Show solidarity by going to that demolished compound now and lie down. Stay there from now till tomorrow. Since you are the king of protests. Omoye Jr. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Guys, I beg, make everybody calm down. I beg, we all need each other come 2027. Sometimes I'm happy that they rig this election and again would be the position they give to him. Because if to say them allow everything to go the way, everything's supposed to go, we know, say, with what I've seen so far, believe you me, some people for the sponsor, people made a true knockout in Nigeria. And I know what I mean. Yes, they will sponsor just to decimate the whole country. Just to tag would be a bad leader and everything. And they would have been protest back to back. But I hope we have all learned our lessons. My joy is that the hunger now is not just affecting obedience alone. Everybody, even from that particular region, everybody. Hunger will definitely unite us come 2027. You'll be going next after you come to my boss, non-conformist or conformist, please.
All right. Good evening. Imperfect.
You're welcome.
So, yeah, thank you. So I've been listening. See, there is something there is this recurrent character most of us Nigerians have, and that is always allowing our emotions to jump ahead of our judgment. Here is the thing. There is nothing, I think, Choke or whatever is his name. There is nothing. What he's saying is the right thing. If you look at opposition all over the world, it is adversarial. Opposition is never. Sorry, I'm outside. Maybe you'll be hearing the noise of little kids. Opposition is never
complimentary or maybe it's not to romance you. It's very adversarial. When Trump was rigged out, I believe 2020 election in America was rigged. He rallied his people down to the hill, to the Capitol Hill, and then, but in fact, it is something that was never done, that has never been done in America. And if you look around all over the world, that's what opposition is all about. It's confrontational, and what Obi has been doing is not. You could almost not call it opposition, but here is where I disagree with Troka. So Troka is right by saying Obi should man up and try to be more frontal with Tinubu, which is 100% I agree with him. But where I disagree with Troka is when it comes to timing. Everything about life is down to timing. Every single thing about life, excuse me. If I was once on a space, and I was telling people something about the civil war in Nigeria. So I was telling them, yes, I'm just using this as a corollary to my point. Yes, Ojukwu may have had justifications to do whatever thing he did, but the question is, are you prepared then? If a policeman comes to you, he has a gun and he's slapping you, you are very justified to reply him. You are very justified to do anything, but you can't do anything because he has a gun. So the question becomes, when are you going to act? And I happen to believe, and I can argue, that this is not the time. No matter what you want to Obi to do, even if you want Obi to do the protest or whatever, it's not yet the time. And the reason is, you are doing a protest at a time when the world is not focused on Nigeria. Whenever election is coming close, you see, EU is sending their election monitoring, the election monitoring team. America is sending them. Like, people know, okay, this is something that's going to happen. If you're doing it now, and the problem I have with all this Obi should lead protest, is I used to tell people to say something. In anything you want to do, you calibrate your reaction based on whom you are dealing with. You could lead protest against Jonathan and it works for you. You may not do it with Tinubu. You may do it with Tinubu, it works for you. You may not do it with Peter Obi. So your calibration of your response will be in relation to whom you are doing it with. And the problem I have with that is, apart from the fact that this is Tinubu we are dealing with, Nigerian people are not ready. I can tell you this thing perfectly with all conviction. Let me give you an example. This Israel-Iranian war, Iran was mauling Israel to the ground. What happens once you have any Israeli missile any Iranian missile coming Israel's way? Everybody runs into bunker. When Israel fires their missile, the Iranians don't even flinch. That will tell you people who won't die. These people are ready for death. So you come on Twitter. All the Bidens are arguing. I'm like, boy, you guys have not you. We have an election that is a do or die. They do or die. And what you are using yourself arguing is things that have almost absolute no correlation with what is going to happen in 2027. Does that show you like people who are getting ready for the real action? So when you talk about protest, you have to factor in all this. So what I think Obi is doing, which I think, because as far as I'm concerned, Obi is the Don Corleone of West African politics. Believe it or not, that guy is beyond brilliant. What I think he's doing is he is rallying his forces. Because when you look at his movements, you see him with the current UK foreign affairs secretary, which is like their foreign minister. Believe it or not, he must have been discussing something about 2027 with all his in all his itinerary. So he's rallying his force. You got to rally your force. Your forces first before you begin to marshal them. So he's rallying. So we have to give him the benefit of the doubt, and wait for next year, like towards the end to see what he can come up with. But telling Obi now to become recalcitrant and begin to act or begin to do this kind of show or anything, it's just a non-starter. So to round up, I will say this: what I see from Tinubu doing is the panic is like the last week of a dying man. If Tinubu is sure of whatever thing he's planning in 2027, something about people is, whenever somebody is sure of his tactics, he's very patient. If you understand strategy, you know this. Anybody who is sure of his strategy, who is sure of his power, is very patient. In fact, there is a tweet from Andrew Tate I could have read now, but because of time. So they are patient, they are watching. Anybody, once you see people, throwing about, acting, it shows panicking. So if you're asking me to gauge Tinubu's response vis-a-vis Obi's response, whom do I think owns the ground game? I will tell you to be why. Just looking at them, who is more panicking? Tinubu, who is less panic will be. Something is happening. So let's give Peter Obi some time and see what is going to come up with. And for those who think that Peter Obi should not be criticized, listen, there is a lot of emotion here. A lot of us actually, in fact, Nigeria is the worst country in the world, and we want it changed. It's no longer funny. Thank you so much, Imperfect, for the time. Appreciate it.
I agree with everything you said, though. I just want to say that timing is important. I agree.
Okay, wait. I beg, make I talk. You could just come space, you just interject people. Impa, I agree with you.
This guy, me, I be here since. What do you mean I just come? I be here since now. What do you mean?
It's timing. Oh, God.
Me, I don't.
Well, now, I have too much. Okay, no confirm is going like that. Two kind of verse, I beg, make I just quickly. I will soon go down. Impa, if you like change your name 1 million times, so Impa KO. I don't tell you. So, I don't tell you.
That's really good.
So, all right. So, just to say, me, my own is the only issue I have with this demolition thing. We say at night we didn't know, and we didn't know until Peter Obi tweeted about it. What Nedu said makes a lot of sense. So I understand, applying tact and all of that. But I'll still say one thing. I think Peter Obi needs to do something about his media team. He goes for events, the kind of picture quality of waiting, like now, picture we say like Brian Snap or someone else just take. And I don't think, in all of these things, the optics, and there's something we call, quote and unquote, in Nigerian balance packaging. See, there has to be this quality that has to go with this man that I think the team is not, I don't know how to put it. They are not latching on social media. Peter Obi has no problem with social media presence. But the problem he lacks is the quality of his presence. I have said this thing 1,000,001 times. How PO go events? Picture what they see in a blurry picture. The picture is not watermarked with a particular brand, a particular logo that people can identify. You see that logo of obedient movement? I don't know. Like most times, when I see those things, I'm like, what we did do? What the hell are we doing? How much? See, during the campaign, there's this lady I think it's from Akwa Ibom or Crossover. I can't remember her name. This fair lady that took that picture.
On low court.
Yes, that lady. I don't know why they don't continue to engage that lady. Peter Obi is supposed to be her full-time. If photography is her side hustle, if that is her main hustle, that lady not supposed to drop her camera for one day because she did an amazing job. What is there in funding her, giving her better gadgets? All this, how much we open one space, we go, even at $10, five people, we go donate 10 million, maybe she take buy 1 or 2 gadgets. We need quality. When I say, when you go events, the things that come out, the kind of sound bites and editor, that is all me. I don't even do for say, because I don't expect that he should tell us come out tomorrow and demolish everywhere because they demolished my brother's property. Just like Nedu said, that is not wisdom. And if you look at it, for them to, he's the one that keeps saying, I don't get property for Lagos. So now I don't tell us, but we know say your brother get property, and we'll show you that we know your brother's property, So it shows panic. So they do 100% on that. But should we now say, because they demolished Peter Obi's brother's property, tomorrow we want to lock down Lekki toll gate? I don't think that is wise, because they have a reason to say, okay, but it's not Peter Obi's property. But the moment they say that, we see you won't talk. So we need to understand the anger around all of that. But then that is where this media comes in. Where you see this thing, we go milk, and by this night, somebody's supposed on the edit pictures, videos, wait by tomorrow morning. By the time you push it out, governments will have no option than to respond. But tomorrow will come, now only Peter will be tweet, will go retweet, will go there, will go they comment, and I don't know how else to say this thing that it will make sense, but I just hope people understand where I'm coming from and get this Baba to understand that you need social media cannot be regulated. You understand? Because even a huge number of his supporters even live in diaspora. So when you say one block Nigerian space,
the people in diaspora will still do the work. So he needs to leverage on it. He cannot be doing the work alone. He needs to give, you see that part of his image where he goes to his events, things about him. I'm surprised that by now we do not have a compilation of Peter Obi's projects when he was in Anambra State. We're supposed to get that kind of thing. Somebody, maybe all those old ones, because there's one I used to watch, one I need something. That one don't old. Somebody should bring those videos back, put them in a 3-4 minute video, make we push them, let people see. So that's just, I don't know how else to say, but I hope what I'm saying makes any sense, Sha. Thank you very much, Impa.
Thank you so much. Now, you said something about reobedient being, I don't know, talking about Showore or this guy name, is it Reno Mokri or something like that? Now, not talking about 2027. Now, listen, there always need to be a pushback because if we don't come talk all those nonsense finish, we can't ignore. You go play like everything talk natural. I don't know if you get the point, they do. So once they come out with those are useless and inconsequential or fake narratives about Peter Obi did this, Peter Obi did that, there must always be a pushback. We must reply them. If not, once you begin to ignore that, like that, it will look as if like but whatever nonsense is saying at that particular time is a fact, it's factual. So please, there will always be like a pushback or a reporter. Once they come up with those useless narratives. Then we're done. Thank you so much. I'll try to reach out to that person. I'll go reach out to her, ask her how far she did self-fit herself, because like you said, she did a very nice job during that election period. But afterwards, I don't know, she could disappear. It's not the same show. I'll go see if I still reach out to back channel if possible. Thank you so much. Tis, are you there? Sydney Puga.
Yes, so mine is, I think the media team are failing to. People the media team are not doing their job. I'm sorry, I'm not a media person, but I feel they are not doing their job. For me, like when things like this happen, the media team is supposed to project. They're supposed to like the media team, that's why you have media team. Like Bola and Tinubu and Kaku with all their anointing, with all their madness and push narratives. What is so wrong with somebody who is upright to push the right narrative? So for me, I feel the media team are failing him, and he needs to have a dedicated professional media team beside him for all this activity. Let them be able to cover it, project it, share it around, and then people can take it from there, and then social media can continue sharing on different platforms that TikTok and whatever. But the media team need to do the work. We need to do the work and push it out there, and then people can take it off from there. So I feel the media team needs to be really be looked into, and if it doesn't, you need to have a professional, dedicated media team. That's my thought. So that's what I wanted to add.
Okay, thank you so much. I don't know, I'm hearing for the first now that the media team, they're not doing enough, but I don't know, non-conform, is there any way you can also reach out to them? Or is anybody close to those people that could reach out to them? Is it possible for them to up their game?
Yes. So, yes, of course, there are a couple of people that I intend speaking with in the morning, honestly, because this whole thing, I just feel like maybe we need to rehash it again and then have a conversation. I could DM you 1 or 2 things, you understand? So maybe from there, if we push together, that we can see how far we can go, because I think at this point, if they don't say, just like Chuka was saying, if they don't say they know that, they tell us, maybe we know where we did, because, we cannot keep hammering on the same thing every time, and then it feels like, you're just, pouring water on stone, because at this point, that's what I feel. The first time we started this thing, the next thing that came up was a Twitter account, and then how far? Is Peter Obi following that account? Is he, there's some things that are just very necessary, brother. But no, I'll reach out to you, make we yarn 1 or 2. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much. I try to find this person account, but I want to see the account taken. I'm not gonna press the number again. Damn.
That's her name is Esther Pendrop.
Esther, yeah.
Esther Omo Pendrop.
That name I take note on that Omo, so not Esther. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Chief, are you there?
Yeah, imperfect. Thank you very much.
Welcome, boss.
Okay. So, the honestly truth, just like I picked up the mic when they started mentioning something about his media team. I tweeted about it after that his interview. I think that should be. I've forgotten what happened that he did an interview. It was towards that coalition stuff. I tweeted about it. The honestly truth is, we actually need to do more on those that are very close to him that actually can reach out to him. If you are one of them in this space, see, we have to understand that somebody we are dealing with is somebody that is very, 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 very versatile with the media. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is almost the owner of the media, and you can't be fighting such an individual with just the people you are with, the people you go about with, you are on social media and the likes. You understand? Like, Peter Obi has gotten to the level that anywhere he steps out, the cameraman should be with him. That is honestly truth. He has gotten to that level whereby even if he wants to cough, a cameraman will be standing beside him. As he coughs, they will capture it and post it immediately. So these things are the major things I expect those that are very close to him to would have noticed this long time ago. After that outing, that media chat that he had, I tweeted it that his media team need to actually do more. They are not trying. They are not trying. And of fighting, you want to fight is well grounded with every institution in Nigeria. You have to be very, very extremely careful, and your dealings has to be very, very articulate. So those that are very close to him should talk to him. Like anywhere he steps at this point in time, a cameraman unapologetically, even the way he steps, like his footsteps should be captured and posted. That is marketing. I watched the pictures he posted when he went to that Ikeja. Imagine the kind of, he was standing alone on the particular place. That is not, like, the picture was just so dull. Like, it was just more of like his edited picture. Some people will even start doubting that even it was not his handle that posted it. So what I'm trying to say is, those that are very close to him should tell him that he has to change a lot of things about himself. It's no longer the normal business as usual. He should understand that it's no longer the normal P2P that everybody will do this and do that with. He should arrange himself very well. As people are marketing him, he should market himself too. I'm not even talking about, even if the people close to him did not even bring those guys, he should be the one to employ them. Other politicians, people like Atiku Abubakar and the likes, they went out, they'll go out with cameramen. So why will his own be different? So those that are very close to him should tell him, see, we are not joking here. We are not joking. Twitter is not good enough. There are some pictures that will go to Facebook, all places, as he is going out, they are snapping, they are posting everywhere. So please, those that are very close to him should tell him. I tweeted about it, I think weeks ago. So we should do these things, and if we want to support somebody, we should tell him. And so I also want to talk to the obedience. See, criticism is part of politics. If anybody that don't want to be criticized, that means you don't want to play politics. So for those that will feel that some obedience are criticizing Peter Obi, allow them. Peter Obi himself wouldn't shun those guys out. If somebody is telling something that Peter Obi is doing that is wrong, that person point should be taken, because the person is also supporting him. So let's stop all these things we do to each other all the time. Every idea is very, very important. Every idea is very, very important. So please, let's keep it up. I imperfect. Thank you for most of you that are doing the job. I really appreciate, and I yield.
No be Peter Obi brother property where they destroy. No be we can't talk about. I don't understand how the thing take turn to media picture. There's an obedient media platform. You can send messages there. Some of you have access to some of the people that work with him. Send messages and say, come, let's talk about the media. But you people are not talking about the house of the person that is destroyed. You people are now deflecting. What is wrong with you people? You are deflecting. Talk about the property that was decimated. Focus on that. For crying out loud, focus on that. There is a place for all of this. And this man's brother just lost his property. For crying out loud. You people should carry your media matter to go and meet media people. What is it? I beg you, rest. Media. This man brother just losing business in property. Now they talk about that one. Una don't deflect am. I beg, Mr. Apostle Paul, Gary, I beg, bye-bye.
Down or something, they are now indirectly attacking, his own flag, not attacking his own family. Which will also, to some extent, also disturb Peter Obi himself. But now, he said, he left Abuja this morning, he straight down to Lagos.
Have you read what most of us are saying? What we are saying is, even if these things happen, we are here because of it. But there are some certain things that will make this same situation go more viral. That is what we are saying. The media team are the ones that will push the narrative. These things it's not just Peter Obi that will do it alone. If we are talking about media team has to do with everything. Both those that will propagate and
not everything. Now, these people are ending for power. If you post them then and waiting happen now, what is the difference? You won't go fight those with the demolished house there. No. By then, when them go begin their arrests, in fact, the vicar can not go to say man sponsor answers. Can we also go put inside prison park? See, I mean guys, hey, God of mercy. When you are Chief, you know why it's past Peter Obi. See, when Obi know, you don't even know 1% of what he knows. Make una calm down. Make una calm down. There is time for everything. You don't have to post them at that time. There is time. You don't even know the demons you guys are like joking with.
Imperfect, but you understand that PR. You understand that PR.
Wait now. See, listen. It's what Obi do now. If now some obedience now puts that thing up, some people will say, this one wants to chase clout. Yes or no? Don't take it like I'm facing just one of those. Okay.
Imperfect. If Peter Obi have a media team, imperfect. If those media team post, we are going to take it serious. Everybody will know that these people are his media team.
Okay, hold on.
That is what we are saying.
But we are the media. You are the media. Every one of us here is the media.
Hold on, please. I beg, Chief. If Tinubu post something, Bayo Monica post something, same thing. We will take more seriously.
Tinubu.
What are we saying now? It is simple logic. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know what to say again. Obedience, I just.
Impa, sorry, no vex. I think maybe we don't understand where this guy is coming from. Chief, I think that's his name. Sibyl, I hear you, and I honestly would like to hear what you would prefer that people say or people do.
He's coming from the president.
But Chief, hold on.
He's from the presidency.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, Chief Novak, just give me a couple of seconds. Sorry. See, what I'm saying is, this thing has happened. How do you spin this to be a narrative that favors your cause? That is what I am talking about. I don't know why we don't think we can walk and chew gum. I am just like someone mentioned, the quality of that picture where Peter Obi posts, that is not what a presidential candidate of his status should be posting. That is what I am saying. See, by tomorrow, we suppose don't see video of Peter Obi walking into that site with a sad music playing on the background. He's, you this thing, I tell you, the Commissioner for Environment go run, go Arise TV, go explain what's happened. That is what I am saying.
That is PR now, right?
God bless you, Emeka. That is the PR we are talking about. And that media thing go do.
It is still not late.
Now we're talking. Now we're making sense.
We can still do it. It is
imperfect. Waiting with the try.
It's never late.
Like immediate team don't suppose to release this information like 5-6 hours ago, before even Peter Obi and go even start to be talk about, and like we as the media team release them, we the obedience we go to amplify them. Maybe by tomorrow or this evening, then Peter Obi go come tweet about them again. Now waiting with the try talk, no be say anything.
Okay, good. Now
once by Ononuga say anything or tweet anything, now presidency then they come. If he tweets or say anything, they will say presidency.
Okay, all right. When he tweet all those his bigotry and tweet also, is it also presidency?
No, let's forget about the content of it. If he tweets, no be presidency, then they say now waiting there. They say now presidency they talk.
Okay, good. Now, let me ask you guys one question now, to be sincere. Do you guys feel like channels and Arise TV and others stations never know what happened since this afternoon? And I feel say they never make put cause across. Did you guys read that whole thing? I thought, according to what people said, I think that is like, I don't know, if they got a memo around in that last weekend or something like that, right? Don't be surprised at that they will talk about it tomorrow on Arise TV.
Look, what you're trying to say that channels and AIT and Arise, they knew about it and they don't just
like I said, no, they must have had like PO or something. They must have gotten information already this evening now before even PO made this tweet, most likely. And just assuming.
My brother, I don't think anybody knew about this matter until PO tweeted it.
I just really think so.
The same media Tinubu don't buy.
Now when people tweet at me, I know about them. I never knew about it. It was when people tweeted about it. That was when I knew about it. And it's not supposed to be so.
Are you a journalist?
You don't need imperfect. You don't need.
Are you a journalist? What is
imperfect? Who they
Nazareth?
We they use the matter to
Obi go protect. Go see whether he saved the house first. His brother called him that, so see, we've seen there's a problem. With his own status, he say rush go Lagos to save the house, to see whether he can save the house first. So you can't expect Obi to start calling the media when you never see where to.
He should be moving with camera and everything. It's not by
he don't move like that now, my brother. That is that how it's supposed to be. It's because we are in a useless country.
No.
Talk truth. When talk truth, that is supposed to be. So because your brother calls you now that his house, they don't you go and call the media. Fuck, to come and do what? To come and do what?
To expose it.
Can they bring that house up tomorrow morning? Now that house will be the headline. no matter what you say. That's what
So
I'm saying.
your whole Peter Obi, your house, your brother's house is burnt down. You don't go put pressure on government. You don't go do anything.
That is what I'm saying now. Is media pressure. It's hard to save the house first.
Media has pressure now. Media has pressure. I don't even call one politician on
the house. Save the structure. Obi was trying to save the structure from demolition. You're getting it wrong.
You don't see the bigger picture. This is bullying. This is bullying. It's bullying.
The facts are already there now. You see the oppression, everything is glaring. Onobi is already showing.
So they're bullying you. You need to come with strength. You should come with strength. You should come with strength if they're bullying you now.
You can wait first. You can wait. In New Nigeria, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
If you read that Obi tweet very well, you go see where in tweet say in try like enter the compa first. The security personnel when they no allow and enter first. As in they do that thing with the security personnel, cameras they every angle they capture them, they video everything, they throw them enter internet.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but yeah, don't do so now.
They try to as then the most important thing is that cameras go dey every corner.
I get your point, but
we go dey amplify these things.
That Obi was trying to save his brother. He wasn't thinking about politics. So he's not a greedy man. He's okay, opportunity. He's thinking about his brother's house first, not about politics. That means he's a natural guy. He's not somebody that wants to use their politics to play.
Guys, hold on.
Excuses upon excuses.
Hold on, please. I beg. Look at my vex. I do. You go next, I beg. But what I'm trying to say is that these media houses, they must have gotten information before it even came online on this app. I beg. If you don't know much about this media houses, or I don't know about all these things, you won't even know. Even by with chief, hold on. This is not gra self.
No be gara.
Please think. Wait, like when I mobilize people, they like go there now, go stop them from demolishing the house this afternoon.
No be mobilized. I don't know.
It's not what is now the difference. Okay, now
we are talking about using it to play the politics.
Exactly.
Okay,
that is what we are talking.
Okay,
using it to play the politics.
But it is still there. You can see. What are we doing now? Is it now too late? Is it now too late?
Taya.
Is it now
too late? It would have been better if he did it at the scene.
The scene is still there now. The scene is still there. The house is still there, demolished. What scene are you looking for again?
What are we saying?
There's a time to do things.
Are you going to clear the
timing?
Imperfect.
Leave that side. What? Look, we were there, so we have not slept because of this matter. You think that only we talk about the matter because you look, just watch as Imperfect said. Like tomorrow, you see it on headline. Abba.
I wish he brought one politician with him, like Alechi or something, and cameras with him and media, blow him up.
No, people don't understand. People don't understand.
I don't know. This thing is simple. It's
people don't understand that politics is politics. You guys don't understand.
Okay, it's okay.
Every message has an effect.
Okay,
they destroyed his brother's house because of politics, but you shouldn't play politics back. Is that what you're telling me?
You see, there's something I don't like arguing with civilians because now people like Chief and the American also they won't go kill Osman bin Laden. They go say bring camera. Everything there is that Jesus Christ.
Okay, imperfect. Imperfect. Make I give you an example.
Even that copy pass alone there. That copy pass alone without the title or somebody, that means they say there's a court ruling saying but there's no name. How can that be possible? That's why we have all this sound. No, people don't talk to people. Some sounds will not call the BDC and say, look, what is going on here? This is illegal. This cannot be. So when I calm down, this is solid. Nothing has spoiled at all. Please. Don't nothing has spoiled. Nothing.
Imperfect. Let me give you an example.
Hold on. Don't give me an example. Hold on. Don't give me. Hold on. because if they give now power in 24 hours now, we don't decimate Nigeria, pata. We don't nagra. You don't have that Nigeria there. If you're not there, let's go take
Yeah, I'm here. So, let me say something. There's something I've discovered from obedience and maybe Nigerians. Everybody has turned into a punching bag. If you cannot impregnate your wife, this should change his shoe. And I don't blame you. I don't blame Nigerians because sometimes the frustration, we have to find a way to let out this frustration. In fact, I think Winston Churchill said it's better to judge than to war, and that's why they had parliaments. People created assemblies where people can go and argue things out. So, unfortunately for the people doing it, has been turned into a kind of punch bag. Everybody lets out his frustration on Obi. But when you listen very attentively, to be honest with you, some of the things you advised Obi is full of chatter. It's one directional. We should do this. But you're not looking at the cost benefit. You're not looking at the cost risk. Okay, what if he does this? Okay, for example, somebody say, media team. You are not even covering the cost of the media team. You believe Obi has an endless cash. He should be able to get money. And Obi is trying to prioritize based on priority versus impact. Okay, if I have 100 million naira now and I'm doing campaign, there are 1 million and one things I should do. I should even go on CNN. But I'll be looking at who give me the highest impact. And we are talking about media team. To be honest with us, when we started running an election, there was this issue of media team. Obi never wanted a media team. Obi believes in and if you watch Donald Trump election in 2016, I watched that election in 2015, I watched him very closely. Trump won the election because he was almost campaigning the way Obi campaign, which is something I call authenticity politics or relational campaigning, where you directly associate with the people. You are the media team. You are the leader. You are everything. And why it is good like that is when you are fighting a system. You see, if you are fighting a war, I remember reading one army general, and he was talking about the American F-35 jet. I want to use this as an example. And they said the problem with American F-35, and if you have designed any software system, if you have designed any system, you know that the more you load the system with functionalities, the easier it is to compromise. It's like any software system, because you have more than 1,000 ways to compromise it. So when you are fighting establishment, the more you open yourself up for an organizational kind of branding or an organizational kind of branding, an organizational kind of campaign, the easier it is to compromise you. For example, look at somebody like Kenneth Okonkwo now. I don't know where he stands, but Kenneth Okonkwo made a lot of political capital out of P2P. It was, of course, all of us use Kenneth Okonkwo from living in bondage. So, and now, he being a spokesperson of Peter Obi and being a major spokesperson of Peter Obi in 2023, he's now maybe criticizing Peter Obi, and it's costing Peter Obi more than what somebody like Daniel Bwala, who was never with him. So when you open Peter Obi up to all these all these offers, media team, this person, you will forget him, that it becomes easy to compromise people around Peter Obi. Now let's take hypothetically the guy who was arguing that the media team should be there positioning and all this. Let me be honest with you. If Obi went there with media team, you have given Tinubu all he wants. And why? Because Tinubu will see more people it's like a chaos. It will become very chaotic. If you read what Sarah Ibrahim said the day the governor of Benue State turned Peter Obi down, turned it out. He said Peter Obi's security, they were begging for blood. They were ready to go to bed. Everybody said, Peter Obi, let's go to bed. Let the heavens fall. And I tell you, and then if Peter Obi had gone to that bed, nothing would have happened. But Peter Obi was sensitive, and that's why I always tell people, listen more to Peter Obi. Forget this. You don't know this thing. 1 over 1 million of people. You don't know it. This guy has had all of us on this Twitter stage. Peter Obi was far more successful than all of us when he was at our age. At the 20th, this guy was the chairman of 3 banks. Many of us here have not seen $1 million. This guy was controlling hundreds of millions of dollars. When he is talking, you just have to shut the fuck up and listen to him. I'm sick and tired of all this donkey on Obi. A guy who was a 3-time governor, he has always run election from but he has always come in from an underhand, from an underhanded position, from a disadvantaged position. Run an election in Anambra State under Abga that has absolutely no state representative. Won the election, came into the federal scene, won an election without any federal representative. If that kind of person is talking, you are just a special brand of foolish. Talking you can reply. Is it because he carries himself? So let me tell you, this is an indictment on the Nigerian system, because there was a time Peter Obi was asked in 2019 if he wanted to contest for president. He said something that was very prophetic. I didn't realize what he was saying that time. People is the young period. If you can spare people be some time and listen to that guy. Like, I've never heard any kind of reason from anybody except people. He said his problem with being president in Nigeria is that he is not sure that Nigerians are mature enough for the kind of government he's going to work. I saw that and I shouted, why do I respect Peter Obi? I lived in Anambra State in the early years of Peter Obi's administration. Nobody in Anambra State loved Peter Obi. My mother hated Peter Obi. Like, in fact, there is nobody I've seen my mother hated like Peter Obi. Everybody I know hated Peter Obi. And then I left Anambra State and left the country. Only for me to realize that by 2012, 2013, 2014, everybody has turned on the side of people. We are congratulating him. And why? Because Peter Obi always comes with a different philosophy that people are not seeing. Just like when he came to run election in 2022, and everybody was, Peter Obi should share one, Peter Obi should do this, Peter Obi should hire this, Peter Obi just kept to his authenticity politics. And now he won. Even the people who said he's not going to win once, everybody's not trusting him for position. What am I trying to say? Anything you see Peter Obi do, the first thing you do before you begin to yap your mouth is to find out why is he doing this thing. There is always a reason behind everything Peter Obi is doing. Peter Obi is a very principled and calculative person, unbelievably calculative. I have seen this. So you have to sit down, and when you think you have known why he is doing it, then you can. He's not God. He can make mistakes. Then you can criticize, because as a writer, you are not making an informed opinion. Just like the guy who was saying Peter Obi should call for a protest, and I'm like, call for protest now. So let's give it. Yes, I'm not saying people should not be dunking on Peter Obi. We should continue dunking on him, because that's one way we let out our frustration, and which is normal, because people have to let out their frustration one way or the other. But in your heart of hearts, always find, that's how to show maturity. Just sit down and say, hey, why is Peter Obi not having a media team? Try and sneak around. Why is Peter Obi being very gentle about this? Try and sneak around. So thank you, sir. I'm going to round up now. So when you have done that, then you can now come and ventilate. But if you've not done that and you are ventilating, you're just being immature. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much, Prophet. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And please, the assistant spokesperson for Commissioner for Environment in Lagos State, CBO, is on listener section. CBO, I don't know if you want to take the mic, come and tell us what happened. I don't know.
Apostle Paul, do you know that they've dropped?
When I go say them build house on top lake, they build house on top swamp. Airport supposed pass that Ikeja place, because anytime they demolish houses, CBO always has like one blown reasons of why they would demolish a house. CBO, I beg, get APC, I beg. Could you please come and tell us now why that house was being demolished? I beg, if you get any information, come tell us now. We thank God, beg you. Thank you so much. OCB, you called me, please.
I said, I was just going to say, they don't remove Waziri Atiku. They don't, so they don't remove in title.
Yes, and nothing happened today. I was about saying that.
That's all I wanted to say.
And nobody said anything about it.
Exactly.
It didn't make it to the news. If I need to go next, I beg.
Thank you so much, Perfect. I just wanted to add something, and Nedu, God will bless you, my brother. So you see, the part where you said Peter Obi in his 30s had, he's been chairman for 3 banks, and that some of us have not even seen. Was it 10,000 or 100,000 USD cash in our life?
You said they're not seeing 1 million USD.
1 billion. Okay, 1 million. You're going for my brother. Please calm down.
Making the insulters. No,
that's why I said, let me just go and drink to my Gary JJ. Because
all the cash
you understand? But here we are. Everybody wants to have an opinion about how Peter Obi should do. Peter Obi. Anyway, my point, what I wanted to raise here is because I always say, I don't like to banter. The reason why I do it is because of you, Imperfect. Because of who you are in my life. That's why I am on this space and I'm collecting mic. On a good day,
I don't banter because a lot of people are void of emotional intelligence, maturity. They are void. They don't have it. So to even sit down and say you're having a conversation is a waste of time. But let me say something. When Peter Obi put out that tweet, we have the gist. We have the summary of the gist. We don't have the crux of this gist. So we don't even know what really happened or why it happened. Tomorrow, APC will wake up and tell you they were selling drugs or dealing drugs, or they found Pablo Escobar there, or they would create any narrative that will sell. So imagine Peter Obi came out, guns blazing. Papa, he wants to kill everyone. Come on, let's roll in the mud.
No. If that girl that said, that youth couple, that girl that said that they didn't pay them, that Nigeria is difficult and everything. Mm-hmm. That video she made, now for that house, it watch 90 APC will come tell her tomorrow.
Exactly. They will create.
Lagos
God bless you.
Because in after that house, it did drum.
God bless you. These guys are evil. They will create the narrative. We don't even know what we are going to face when we sleep and wake up in the morning. They will create all this energy that you want to use and tear down a man that's just said, even when he tweeted he will run for presidency, he said, I don't even know if I have power to go to court. He already predicted it even before he ran. So my point is, this energy that we have, Peter Obi, save it for APC in the morning, please. So that you can now start to counter their narrative, because they will tell you anything, they will sell anything so that it looks like whatever they carried out on that land or on that property was appropriate. They will sell it to the media. They will send their minions and their attack dogs to arise to channels to go and speak up just so that they can make Peter Obi seem like he was talking nonsense. That's what's going to happen. So just wait. All this that people are waiting for Peter Obi, let him come and roll in the mud. Roll in the mud to what extent? Roll in the mud as to answer what question. He himself doesn't have every variable in his hand. All he knows is that there was a court document with an unknown name. He has nothing, and I'm sure he has started to make calls. People are calling him, he's asking questions. You don't bring out your swords and guns blazing until you have the facts of the matter. So all these things that and I've said it, the way Peter Obi has penis is the way most of you have. Just go out and go and help us fight. You don't need to wait for Peter Obi, please.
Thank you so much. I beg, please not be the same. I beg, because if I see Chief now as a police officer, he's already a Yahoo boy. I don't put up his lifestyle. In fact, I don't even care. I don't like arrest him for no reason. Chief, go on, please.
Okay, imperfect. There are some certain things I've chosen not to do. Do you understand? Because I don't insult people, and I hate it when people also insult me. And for that reason, most times, there are some certain things I don't engage on. Let me give an example, imperfect. For those that feel, most of us have participated directly on an election many times and we lost. So 2023 is not the first time I'm engaging in Nigerian politics. Now, somebody mentioned about Trump. Imperfect. One of the reasons why Donald Trump is president today is because if you want to beat an opposition, you have to use every single situation that happen around you as a presidential candidate. When Trump was shot, imperfect, do you know what media did with it? Do you know what even this platform did with that particular incident?
That was when I knew that he was going to win the election.
Now, let me tell most of us here. Elon bought this platform because of Trump election. If you don't, I'm telling you what most of you don't know. This platform was a platform they used in dealing with Donald Trump.
Because
so my platform was
free speech.
Yes, he bought this platform just for Trump election. But most people don't know. So when we are telling you that as a presidential candidate, your media team must be top notch. Like there are some certain things, that is why you see
buy or no get twist some certain things, you will see the presidency, they will keep quiet. Because they already told you he's their spokesperson. So they don't need to do any other thing. So we are not talking about Peter Obi patching his brother's property. First of all, before Peter Obi will go there, his brother would have given him a direct information of what happened. As somebody that owned the property and was there. So you approaching that place, we are saying what we saw. It's very, 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 very on the low. If you like it, agree. If you don't like it, don't agree. The media team need to do more. And they need to, even if he doesn't have, he should employ people that are professionals. Even their tweets. And you call them your media team. They should be in public. So when they are talking, it will be like Peter Obi is talking. It's not everything that you must come and tweet. It's not all the time you must speak. So if we are saying he should improve his media team, there are reasons why we are saying it. As a presidential candidate, as somebody that wants to win an opposition, you must play the role. You must play what politics of somebody that wants to beat an opposition plays. That is what we are saying. And this is the very first and last time I'm going to comment about it again. Perfect, are you?
My brother, they said we shouldn't talk about it, though, that we did not make $1 million in 30 years, when we were in our 30s, that Peter Obi made it, so we don't have the balls to talk about it. Like, okay. I in 2025, people are still sounding this way. Omoye, God.
Okay, thank you so much. And Jacqueline, are you there?
Yeah.
Let's see you.
Good morning.
Good morning, man.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. So, I think I joined when Nudu was speaking. Okay, basically, what I just want to say is, I think the chief has basically said most of the things that I want to say. So basically, I think that you cannot, how do I put it, when it comes to politics.
The Holy Spirit, they pass.
When it comes to, hello, can you hear me?
Come back. In Nigeria.
Okay, so basically what I want to say is that politics is not for how do I put it? Politics is not for softness, right? So I understand the angle a lot of people go to, and I'm not even talking about based on what people have said in this space, because I just joined not too long. I'm talking about based on things I have seen across the board regarding Peter Obi's media team. I think basically the only people I know in Peter Obi's media team that I actually see that really say things about him is Sarah Ibrahim and Moye. Is it Chris Moye or Omoye? Something like one Moye guy like that. So I think that he needs to invest heavily on his media team. He doesn't have that strong ground in terms of media team, in terms of PR, publicity, and all of that. Yes, someone may come to argue this, but the truth is, we all know who Peter Obi is. We all know he was former governor of Anambra State. But I think that to beat an opposition, you have to be dogged in everything you do. Say, for instance, I will refer to Trump. If you look around during his campaign, you would see that he invested heavily on media, social media, from the use of his teenage son. There's this guy called Charles. Is it Charles Crick or something? is also a politician and an activist. If you were on TikTok at that time, you would see what Charles was doing. He would go to universities. He would hold sit out with students. They will be asking him different questions based on policies Trump is coming up with, in terms of LGBTQ, in terms of abortion, in terms of this, in terms of immigration, in terms of this. There was no question that he did not break down answers, because the truth is that you are dealing with a generation that, you're dealing with a generation who most times, a lot of people in this our generation do not understand that everything about their life revolves around politics. And I always say this, that being a political person does not mean you should run for office. It just means that you should have awareness that to the water you drink is affected by politics. And if you follow the trajectory of that Charles Crick, you will see how he handled that strongly. You will see how he brought politics to the grassroots. You will see how he had how musicians go on tour. He had a full schedule calendar on going to different campuses across board to sensitize people on Trump, that haters became lovers. That is what PR is all about. That is what your media team is supposed to do. All I see people do, Sarah Ibrahim and the rest, I'm not saying they're not doing a good job, but coming out to just be creating thread is not it. Coming out to be holding talk in a cafe in Abuja, it's not it. I feel like more needs to be done. You don't contest against an opposition. For example, the APC. You saw what they did in 2023. They went all out. Despite the fact we knew that some of the informations they gave out about the person who is supposed to be president were false, they still ran with it. And if they tell you they didn't know those information were false, they would be lying. They ran with it. They sat on it. And they made you understand that good publicity, bad publicity, all is publicity. As long as it's getting what they are looking for. So at the end of the day, all we can do, people come on social media and be ranting, Tinubu does not have classmates. Did he tell you he does not know he doesn't have classmates? Oh, Tinubu was a dropout. Did he tell you he did not know his life history? Did the people around him tell you that they don't know his life history? So what I'm trying to say is, you could see them invested heavily on things like that. And you don't show mercy. You are not in politics, you don't play the good guy. Trump never played the good guy. He went all out. He used every single ounce of information, of media, of whatever it is he needed, he used it. Whatever it is he needed, he used it. From even before that gunshot, I already knew Trump was going to win America. So at the end of the day, I just feel like we need more. And Peter Obi alone cannot do it. Peter Obi alone cannot do that. Calling yourself obedient and doing nothing is more or less like you are not obedient. So his media team alone cannot even do that. And for me, I feel like it's one thing to talk about it, it's another thing to have action. Okay, for instance, look at what is happening right now in Exit. Schools are on strike because they have not received their allowance, rather their salary, the minimum wage, whatever the 70K, they've not received it. Has anybody done anything about it? It was a very dark man that came out and protested about it. There is this guy, Peter, that has been talking about electoral reform. He has just been the only one talking about it, using Instagram, using his social media platform, TikTok, Instagram. So I think that this is 2025. And you see one thing I'll always give to the Arabs. The Arabs don't wait for their leader. They take the bull by the horn. And they are not afraid of anything. If you start reading from the history of every revolution that happened in the Arab nation, from the Arab Spring, from everything, you would see that their governments, like the people come up. The one that happened in Syria of Al-Assad, it was a 16-year-old girl that led that protest. A 16-year-old girl. So I think that Nigerians will have come up of age. This is 2025. You don't need Peter Obi to rescue you. If Peter Obi decides that he's not coming out to contest 2025, you don't need him to rescue you. He's one man. And I think that for Nigeria to be better, we don't need Peter Obi. I'm not saying that if he becomes president tomorrow, it's not a good thing. All I'm saying that for Nigeria to be better tomorrow, Nigeria needs me. He needs you. He needs me. He needs you. It's one thing to sit in a corner and be talking, but everybody's afraid to take the risk. Everybody's afraid to take the risk. Nobody will hand you your country on a platter. Nobody will hand you what belongs to you on a platter. No matter what you say today, tomorrow Abio will open his mouth and say something else on that seat where he's seated. How many rubbish has he opened his mouth to say that? What has happened? See what is going on between him and Senator Natasha. What has happened? So at the end of the day, whatever it is, whatever thing that you want to see in Nigeria, you don't need Peter to give it to. You yourself that will come up and say, demand better. Rotimi Amechi has said it before. I know he's part of the politicians, and he's part of the people that have made the country the way it is, because as long as I'm concerned, no politician is innocent of this play. But he has said it before. He said that Nigerians are too comfortable. If tomorrow fuel is 5,000, people will live with it. The only thing is that people will come on Twitter and be tweeting, let me text you, so you'll be earning in dollar. Do you think that's how other countries grow? Do you think that's what Burkina Faso is doing now? Do you think that's what Mali is doing now? We are too comfortable for the kind of change we are demanding for, and we don't deserve it. We are too comfortable for the kind of change we are looking for. In Israel today, every household, male and female, everybody's in the military. They are always prepared for anything. Read about how China came up from when they were Asian tigers to now. Today they are dominating the world, coming into Africa. All we care about is to sit down and be talking. I'm nothing to show for it. We don't need Peter Obi for the change we are looking for. But if we are going to use him as the machinery to execute it, that I can agree. But that change we are looking for does not sit on his lap. He's just a tool for us to use to get the change. But that change we are looking for is in our own hands. But nobody wants to do it. All we do is come here, buy 250 naira data, and be posting. Yesterday egg was 150, tomorrow is 500. Tomorrow it will be 1.5, people will buy it. Tomorrow diesel will be, fuel will be 10,000, people will buy it.
Water bottles, like water bottles, right?
People will buy it. We have not gotten.
Come on, wait, let Lena come down first.
I was talking to a friend of mine. I knew is not Nigerian. And the first thing he told me is that Nigeria has a lot of potential, but we are too comfortable. The Nigerians are not suffering. He's from Egypt, and he has made a lot of money in this country. And he told me that Nigerians don't know what they have. All they think about is how to go and enslave themselves in another man's country. And he told me that we are too comfortable. The Nigerians are not suffering. We are not suffering. Nigerians have not suffered. What we are experiencing is not suffering. We are still enjoying. We have not gotten to the point where we don't have nothing to lose. We have not gotten to the point, and that's why Rotimi Amici said that no matter how you push a Nigerian to the wall, he will find a way to adapt. We are not ready to revoke back. We are not ready to do anything other than buy data and come on space and be arguing. And as long as in 2023, in my ward, where I did my this thing, what do they call it, my voting, I know how my office, I know how I make sure everybody had voters card. My house from my colleague's house, I know the distance, but I wake up 4 in the morning because she doesn't have a car. I will go to her house, I'll pick her up. We will go to INEC office, 5:30 when INEC office, before they open. I have to move my voter's card from Kogi to Abuja so I could vote. In my place, in my district where I voted, I was there 7 in the morning, and I returned back to my house around, I think, 6 the next day, 6 a.m. the next day. I saw what transpired there. I saw what transpired there. So please, me, I don't tire. If I say I'm not tired, I'm lying. I'm tired of people coming here and be talking. At this point, nobody's supposed to be talking. Nobody's supposed to be opening their mouth and be saying anything. I want to see action. I want to see people take their country back. I want to see people stand their ground, stand on 10 toes and stand on business. That's what I'm looking for. Then I'll now say, you are ready. It's not about the next thing. Somebody say, I'm doing E-class. Come and learn Java, come and learn Python and cyber security. So you'll be getting work and be earning $1. After earning $1, what now happen? It's not still in the same country you will live. You will not see the bad roads. You will not have issues. Without your $1 you are earning, you will still not buy petrol for 5,000 if peradventure it goes to that price. So that's the reason why I say that we are not ready. I'm not saying you should not go and learn tech skill and be learning and be earning in $1. I'm not saying that for somebody to come and quote me wrong. All I'm saying is that we are not ready. Our eyes have not peeled. Like that, your eyes will be bleeding blood. That's when you'll be ready. We are not ready for the change we are looking for. And that's what all I can say. We are not ready for that change. That change we are always coming on spaces to come and talk about. We are not ready for it. If you see people who are ready for change, you will know it. If you see people who are ready for change, you will know it. All these ones we are talking is grammar. People don't, maybe grammar, maybe by English, you go carry take your country back. Maybe by English, read history. Read about countries that took their countries back. You will see that they did not use English to take it back. They did not use grammar to take it back. Nobody get time to listen to grammar. Nobody who has ever used long speech to take anything back. It's action. You will use action and grab what you deserve. Even the Bible says that this thing, I be how they pick up and forget something take it by force. keep saying it. I always tell my colleagues up to today. That's why I respect the Arabs. They don't care. Small children with this, they will throw them tear gas, they will be coming in their numbers. You'll be shooting them, they'll be coming in their numbers. How many do you want to kill? Till today, that's one thing I respect them for. They don't wait for government. Let it be that this thing that happened in 2023 happened maybe in Afghanistan or Iraq or Iran or one Arab country. You think they will sit down and be looking at, they will listen to it, they'll be saying, oh, don't go out and go and protest. Those people don't listen to their president, their prime minister. Now that thing where their mind they go to. Ah yes, they will declare ceasefire. But they will shall make it, and now they will make it known globally that they are not happy, that they are not satisfied with the outcome. So, and again, it's not by talking. It's not by talking. We have to collectively, because I also have friends in APC who are also suffering. Sensitization is key. I have friends in APC who are suffering, who voted this government, who are coming back to say that this is not what we voted for, this is not what we voted for, this is not what we planned, this is not what we done. No. So the suffering is collective. It's a collective suffering. So I'm not just speaking for obedience or for anybody, I'm just speaking as a Nigerian. It's a collective suffering that we are seeing like this collectively, whether you're an APC or Accord Party or anything. The time has come that we leave party aside and make Nigeria our political party. Everybody will have to do the work. Everybody will have to join together. Everybody will have to have sense at some point. And that is why they say that to save Nigeria, how do they even say it safe? To fight for Nigeria, you must first fight Nigerians. So at the end of the day, let's just give ourselves sense and do what is right for once. Because if we do what is right, nobody will go and be looking for dual citizenship. We have everything in this country. These politicians, how many percent are they? Out of the 200 million, how many percent are these politicians? They've done it before. Go and see what happened during NSAS. Immediately NSAS was about to make a hit. You saw all the politicians running out of the country. That's to show you that we can do it again. At this time around, it will be non-stop, day and night, until all of them vanish and leave this country. Go and see what Burkina Faso is doing. Under how many years? Under how many months? When did that guy? Mali, as of today, they've recovered their gold mine from the Canadians. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. It's this one that, as it is now, like this, I'm not to support anybody. I'm not supporting anybody. No, everybody can go to hell. I don't belong to any political party. It's high time we look at this country as a political party. All of us will join it and say, my political party is Nigeria. So these things, people are just, at some point, I get tired of hearing it, and it gets me annoyed, and it gets me seriously upset and angry. So please, let's, all of us, we can do PR for this country and get our country back and pick that right person as the machinery to execute that change we all are looking for. All these politicians, in case you don't know, They know the power we hold as citizens. They know it. It's you people that don't know your power. I swear. It's we Nigerians that don't know the power we hold. But these politicians, they know it and they understand it. That's why any small, once you want to ruffle their feathers small, all of them start running out of the country. I beg. I'm tired. Yeah, I just took the mic to come and rant. So, not them sounding like a broken record. What is your name? Apostle. I've forgotten your name or host, my friend. You keep changing your name all the time, so it makes me not to even remember which one is your name. This is sleeping. The Apostle Paul is sleeping. Every 5 Eke market days, he will change his name. I don't even know what to call him now. Apostle Paul. Host. Is this it?
Yes, listen to please.
Okay. So please, Nedu wants to say something.
To see if he's around, if he's still on this space. And he can't.
No, sorry, confirm this, are you there?
Oh, so you did it.
Let me see, I can say assembly talk for sorry.
Alright, yeah, quick one. Just wanted to Nedu don't talk, so if you never see $1 million, you shut the fuck up when Peter Obi is talking. Nedu, it's not by like that though. Like I always say, Peter Obi cannot do everything. You know, I get where you're coming from, but Nigeria has changed, the world has changed. This is not that time when he ran for governor. Until today, one mistake he made was this same media mistake during his term, and that's why when people ask you what did Peter Obi do, you'll be hearing they'll tell you go to Anambra State, and that is because he didn't put most of these things out. It is a huge problem. The reason Tinubu can be as loud as he is because he invests. This guy has a freaking TV station. He has a national dailies. That's not the person you fight with. I'm being minimal. I don't know why this thing is a difficult thing to talk about. I don't know why it is a conversation we cannot have. I don't know why you guys think it is a waste of time. I don't know why you think talking about investing in media doesn't make sense. Bro, this is 2025. I don't know the last time when Peter Obi was governor, people still watch 9 p.m. news in Nigeria. I don't think you have kids that you can call in front of the TV to come and say, come and watch Nigerian news. I don't think we still have kids that, but we have kids who will show things on social media. The world has moved from conventional media. And if you do not move on to that, you are lagging behind. And that is the honest fact. And the earlier we social media, the world has moved from conventional media. And if you do not move on to that, you are lagging behind. And that is the honest fact. And the earlier we realize this, the best for each and every one of us. Because this guy has people that are willing to do these things free of charge. I don't know why this is something that needs to be needs to be debated. Just like someone mentioned, Trump for whatever. Tinubu has bought conventional media. It is facts. And that is why they will kill 300 people in a state. No news. Arise will not talk about it. What you will not hear about it. Journalists no longer travel to sites where things happen anymore in our country. Yes. Everybody sits down, and then when they talk about what's trending, you see them now posting what people say on social media.
One, this Punch, the Sun, all of them, who reads their papers anymore? Do you see people read newspaper anymore? Everything is online now. And if you do not put out yourself or put yourself on that, you will be lagging behind. I do not care how exceptional you are. I do not care how prudent you are as a person. If you do not leverage on that, that is where Peter Obi, his followers are mostly young people. And we need to realize that. And where do you find these people? Social media. So if you do not utilize it, I don't know. I'm not saying that people should wake up tomorrow morning and then go and start locking down anywhere because it demolishes borders. No. Me, I'm saying the part that pisses me or the part that pains me. I am saying that if they were doing what we're supposed to be doing, you see tomorrow morning, they don't need to tell that Wahab guy to go and look for one television to say, because the content you will put out there to talk about this thing that's happened, you put out that paper that they gave you that doesn't have your brother's name that made. These are the things we are talking. I don't think anybody has come here to say that, P.O. should change from who he is. I am just saying, and for those who share the same opinion with me, can this man invest more in the way he is portrayed? That is all we are saying. The quality of the content that comes out from his quarters needs to be upgraded 1,001%. And that is all I'm saying. Peter Obi did exceedingly well, but the only people, just like you mentioned, people didn't like him when he was first governor because he doesn't do things the way people want them in Nigeria, come and share money and all of that. But when you looked at the indices of governance, you see that he did amazing. But where are the pictures? Where are the videos? Where are the media? Where is it when NTA then does NTA have archives? What I'm saying is, if you do not look at Alex Oti, in my opinion, Alex Oti has not done one magic. But because he has invested heavily on media, that guy, he goes out anywhere, he puts it there, he's going anywhere, you see camera phone. That is why people are saying this. In my honest opinion, people that are from Abia State, they feel vexed. I'm not one of those who sing his praises, to be honest with you. I am not one of them because I have not seen this exceptional. He's just leveraging on the terrible things that have been happening in Abia State. That is how personally, that's how I see it. Most people may not like what I'm saying, but that is how I see it. But because he puts it out there, nobody will come and tell Alex Otti that he did not build road. So if you say you do the same tactics you used when you were governor, it's the same thing you want to use in 2025. Okay, you not go work. This guy has a TV station that runs 24/7. Tinubu TVC runs 247. He has journalists that sing his praises 247. I'm not even kidding you. On every program they do, they sing his praises. They dare not talk against him. Look at this guy, Otitiju or whatever they call him. That guy that people love to listen to at some point. Look at what he does. Babajide. Look at what he does when he goes to analyze issues. Talks absolutely.
I'm still watching the guy now.
So look, what? I don't look. See, we need to have this conversation, and it is a fact. And we keep running away from it, saying because Peter Obi is this, he's not that kind of man. You don't do you don't know who Tinubu be? Do you know the owner of Lotsat? Go and Google that company. He has a newspaper company. He has TVC. With the other media gurus in this country that are loyal to him today. Banks executive, you see how they go to his feet and grovel at his feet. And this person, when they talk, saying he doesn't need to. Okay, no problem. Thank you very much.
And non-conformist, can you hear me?
Okay, guys,
yes, I can.
I've been perfect. Just 1 minute. F1. Sorry, non-conformist. I'm not arguing against Peter Obi having a media team. I'm not saying that. And then I also believe he should have a media team. But what I'm saying is, he has a different way of looking at it, and I also align with what he has. Because believe it or not, in this era of I would say media democratization, based for the reason that everything is now online. Everybody's now like Elon Musk would say, you are now the media. I think having the people on your side makes more impact than just investing money. Because I tell you that much, the Nation newspaper, which Tinubu has, doesn't reach much. It doesn't reach up to 1/10 of the people P2B reaches via his Twitter. All the so-called Tinubu's media enterprise. And I think FY was talking about some guy who was promoting Trump, Charlie. I don't know if he's the person, but I know some guy, Charlie Kirk. He owns Turning Point America. He's not an employee of Trump. He has an NGO. He was just running the media, whatever thing, for just like what Obedience we were doing 2 years ago, doing our marches. P2B wasn't funding those marches. We were all these 1 million marches we were doing. So I think I'm not in the mind of P2B, but I think P2B believes that if the people love him, if he's able to promote himself to the people, that's why I said he's engaged in a direct campaign, which makes sense to me. If he's able to if he's able to sell himself directly to the people, they will be his biggest media. I'm not in Nigeria, but I'm promoting P2B on anybody I said. I talk to the person about P2B. The Nation newspaper is not read outside Nigeria. It's not read outside in North America. What's the name? TVC is not read outside Nigeria, but there are millions of Nigerians in Europe. There are millions of Nigerians in Asia. There are millions of Nigerians in the Middle East. There are all over the world, and they are propagating P2B. So the point I'm trying to make is, much as I agree with you, and I agree 100% with you that we should have a media team. I believe we should, but I don't also see any hurt and any disadvantage in the way P2B is pursuing his thing. That's just the point I was trying to make the other time. Thank you.
Okay, Nedu, you're talking about diaspora. There's no diaspora votes in Nigeria. I hope you know that. Then you're talking about someone who has a TV station in Nigeria that sings his praises every day, and then you say that does not hurt Obi. Nedu, you carry Tinubu play. Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Not to do have it. This. How many of them watch TVC news? How many people watch TVC?
Imperfect. You dey ask how many people? Those people where they collect 1,000 for election, they watch TVC. What those people where they collect 1,000 to vote and cook soup? They watch TVC. You don't know.
Hunger soon I'm gonna wait them.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, I almost in here and I have to wake in the next 3 to 4 hours. I'm big. I need to crash. Thank you all for passing by. I never get good for singing, just imagine. Not confirm, thank you so much.
Imperfect, you forgot me.
Give it now. Good talk to you later. Tomorrow, if person will come back. Anyway, guys, it was nice catching up with you guys. Hopefully tomorrow.
I'm not gonna let Icon talk.
Who?
Icon Uzo.
Let her talk before you close the space now. She has been here.
Who is the person?
Icon Uzo, you know she are.
Okay. All right now. I don't leave my sleep before self. Okay, we should talk now.
Sorry, I'll be quick. Sorry, I know you want to go and sleep. Good evening, everybody. This thing is very upsetting, and I think we need media, 110%. But I think the question is, how do we pay for it? Right? Are we willing to come together and help Peter Obi with this? Because he's just one man. Right? I've heard examples of Donald Trump. Yes, Donald Trump won the election through media. But here is what the difference is he had a lot of billionaire backers. Donald Trump did not spend his money. In fact, the guy got wealthier, right, from running for election the second time. He had a lot of billionaire backers. Peter Obi does not have that, right? All of them are facing their pockets and their stomach, which is aligning with Tinubu, regardless of what they think of him. Donald Trump also had the everyday Americans. Please note that I cannot stand Donald Trump, right? But this is facts. And he worked with these people. He completely bypassed the mainstream media, right? So he found himself on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. The problem is that most of what we know, and this is what I continue to say to everybody, is that those of us on X, we know everything. We know what is going on. We understand it. We are the gurus in what is going on in Nigeria. However, every time I pick up the phone and just call random people for something that, has gone viral on Twitter, especially when it comes to governance, the average Nigerian does not seem to know what is going on. And the average Nigerian is not on X, right? A lot of Nigerians are actually afraid of X. They're on Facebook, they're on TikTok, and they're on Instagram. And we need to get Peter Obi there, right? We have a new voting bloc that is coming up. The 16-year-olds now are about to become voters. Our goal should be, how do we get these people to know Peter Obi, and how do we get Nigerians to understand the weight of what is going on and the consequences of 2027. I personally feel that, it's a fool's errand waiting till 2027, but let's work with what we have now. So I don't think the question is whether he needs PR. Right now, that is all we have. That is all we can have access to, right? The average northerner does not know Peter Obi. Let's stop, dancing around these things. Go and ask questions. We come and say whatever we like on Twitter. The reality on ground is very, very different. We need to get Nigerian youth angry. That's where we need to get to. We need to get Nigerian youth angry. And the truth is that they are not there. So I think the question everybody should be asking themselves tomorrow is that if there's a rallying call, would you put your money where your mouth is? Peter Obi is running for president, but all of us should be running for president. It's our future that is at stake, right? Peter Obi can tomorrow turn around, he will be heartbroken, but he will live an okay life. But think about the average 21-year-old in Nigeria, right? Think about the fact that our life expectancy is 55 years old, right? We have bigger problems. And so please, this is what I'm appealing to everybody. We're very fond of passing the buck. Oh, what can Peter Obi do? He's one person, right? He represents us. We stand to benefit more than Peter Obi benefits from this. Because I think there's a mindset where some people think that they are doing Peter Obi a favor. I don't think it's intentional, but it comes out when you speak. You're like, well, if he's running for president, then he needs to do this. The man is doing his best. He's doing his best. And so we need to do something about it. Every time there's a call to action, very few people respond. Very few people respond. We're not willing to put in the work. A lot of us actually think that, that politics is Arsenal versus just Man U or Chelsea. We don't seem to understand the gravity of what is going on and how messed up our lives are. So please, I am appealing to everybody. It is not about what can Peter Obi do. It is about what can I do, because you have more to lose. We have more to lose. The man is trying. So please, that's what I wanted to say, is that everybody, has a point, but there's a middle ground, which is everybody start putting your coins together. We need to get Peter Obi. We've been begging people, get on TikTok, get on Facebook, get on Instagram. Nobody is doing it. Everybody's minding their business. So look at, the man is dealing with governance. Then he's also dealing with his private life. Then he has a family who did not sign up for this. And the Nigerians are acting like anybody's doing us a favor. So please, I am begging everybody, tomorrow, if we're having a space, it should be, what's next? What am I doing? Because it's your lives again. So thank you, Imperfect, for giving me this opportunity. That's just what I wanted to say. We need to change our mindset. We are the ones that have more to lose than Peter Obi. We stand to lose more. We stand to gain more if we can get these demons out of power. And like Imperfect said earlier, it seems people do not understand the level of demons that we're dealing with. Nigeria has never seen anything like this before. And I pray to God that we never see anything like this again. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much. I'm saying good night plus a question, Mike. Non-conform, are you there?
Yes, bro, I do. What's up?
Well, when I say next election, when I enter university, all the SUG president for South, Southern, Southwest, and Southeast, you're going to be even class rep, everybody. See, when I go, I get like 5 or 6 universities. Now, those leave those ones for me. All their class rep, I'll get their phone numbers. All the SUG, welfare, I go, we go tackle them. All hands must be on. I know so them go pass back, go they bribe them money. They will give them money, that one for sure. But we let them know, say, anybody will collect money, we go talking for their school, say, na SUG president gets so in amount. Then you might rusticate yourself and go start year one again for another university. There need to be more of social media presence. Even, God of mercy, anyway, what could I say, Sha, when that time comes? I don't know, justice, usually, because of my king, just a minute, I beg, then chill, go. 1 minute, then kill 1 minute, then open this space, I beg. Justice, are you there? No. Chichi,
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, please, just a minute or two, please, I beg.
Yeah, the tweet I'm just reading from Peter Obi now is so disturbing. Like, it's really, really disturbing. Like, is this his biological younger brother? Like, did I read right?
So it's like his youngest brother also. That's real last born also.
Yeah. Oh, hey, God, I beg. See, I've always said it that we're dealing with hardened fucking common criminals. These guys are emboldened, and to some extent, I would say, well, let it be on Peter Obi, because these are the consequences of not protesting in the last election. When we did NSAS, when the youth came out and did NSAS, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the criminal drug baron, ran away from Nigeria briefly, because to some extent they didn't understand to what level and to what magnitude that unrest, that civil unrest from Nigerians was going to get to. So majority of them who, of course, had good intelligence flew away from Nigeria. Now, these are the bastards we have now handed over power. We have handed over power to the people that were initially very scared. I keep saying it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is willing to rule over the ashes of Nigeria. So whatever we think we are doing, whether I've heard all the brilliant submissions, it doesn't end at just brilliant submissions. It is good that this chicken is coming home now to roost. It's hitting Peter Obi really hard. He can now see that these politicians are actually willing to take his life. If they find him in a compromising security situation, they will take his life. Clear. It is very clear that they will take his life. If it has gotten to the extent of this, hitting his brother's business establishments just to get at him, then we're cooked. We're all cooked in Nigeria. Military personnel are being killed every day. Look at the gory videos and pictures that are coming out from Niger State. This man is just solely concerned about 2027. Any other thing does not matter. Are we all going to die before we know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, this criminal fucking drug dealer, needs to get out of our lives for Nigerians to have a breath of fresh air? Please, beyond 2027 being rig and die, maybe we cannot even survive 2027 with the way it's going. I yield the mic.
All right, thank you so much. Chichi, are you there? Chichi Oko, are you there?
Yeah, I can. How are you?
Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay, please just 2 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah, I just for people.
Your network is bad, though.
Can you hear me?
How can this give you supporting show water and you expect to have a good network? Confirm it. Can you guys hear her?
Should they go in and out?
Yeah, your network is breaking. Just leave and come back. I don't know. Yes, I said it. Are you there now?
Can you hear me now?
Okay, it's now better, yeah.
Okay, cool. I was asking if you're for PO.
I am for His Excellency Gregory Peter Obi, GPO.
Okay. No worries, then I'll save my submission.
It's a free space, so don't. Oh, if you don't run.
No. I'm not running. It's just, see, the thing is, my son, even if
Don't be scared. It's my space. Feel free. Like,
scared. See, I've been in this space for a while, and the division is too much. So even if I'm to make my submission now, there probably my neck will be chopped off here. So it's just best to say my submission and just listen.
feel free. Go on.
Just don't say Australia.
Go on.
Sorry, I should not mention Australia. I didn't mention Australia. You're the one that mentioned
Give your
Australia
submission,
now.
but don't mention Australia. That's just all.
But I didn't mention. You
I'm
see,
just
I
telling
didn't
you. Say
mention
they will chop
Australia.
if you don't mention Australia, nobody will chop your head off. So go ahead. Don't worry.
No, the thing is, with what's happening in Nigeria here, I heard you guys talking about the youths and all that. But even with this whole PO situation, we're still not ready to face the truth. That's why I don't want to bother talking, because we are still in square one. The moment we first go back to history and realize when we first had democracy and unity, yeah, we'll start from there. But until then, we are still going to continue to run around in circles, and everything that's happening in Nigeria will continue to happen. That's just it. So that's what I wanted to say.
Thank you so much. Kelly, please just a minute or two, please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Imperfect. I know you're tired and a lot of people, but I think what I just wanted to say is that we have just 18 months before the next election, right? I think if it is possible for us to have more actionable plans of what to do to victory, that would be really, really helpful. I will just yield the mic here because I think you're tired, but we need to transform our conversation more to ground stuffs, so yeah.
And we also need to invest heavily on social media. That when people are scrolling on TikTok, if they watch 3-4 videos, out of those 4 videos, 2 have to be something about this person, Peter Obi, his achievements, his policies, explaining detailed. During this thing, when Trump was doing this thing, when I go to TikTok, if any video, out of 3 videos, 1 must be about Trump. It was bad, not like bad in a bad way, bad in a good way. Like it was that big. Let's invest in social media. Get proper social media team, people that know the nitty-gritty of social media. How to me, I don't know. All I know is to just go and post my picture. I don't know anything how they operate social media. People that like they are wizards in this thing. Make it everywhere. Let people see it. Do you know the level of youth that are on social media? Do you know the number of youths that are on social media? So let's invest heavily on social media on this thing. You will not come and be waiting till like that time. Tomorrow yourself we can start. You'll be pushing it out there. Let it be that anybody who goes on TikTok, out of 4 information they consume, 2 is about Peter Obi. Anybody who goes on Facebook, out of 4 information they consume, 2 is about every social media platform. If you are scrolling, there's no how when you scroll, something will not come up about him. Anyway.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for passing by. Nice catching up with you guys again. No, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Everybody, they do justice. Tomorrow, after I to finish their stuff around 11 tomorrow, I'll go open space again. Sorry, rather today in few hours time. But I have to wake up in the next 3 hours. So, guys, thanks so much for passing by. Yeah, I hope we get it right come 2027. Everybody, please do have a good night rest, and thank you so much once more. Bye, guys. Bye.